What is going on? I am sad that I'm not at this game. I wanted to go to it. My buddies were lame and had other real life plans, but nonetheless, we are ripping some fantasy football questions ahead of week 3's tilt between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Should be a fun game. Very high over under on this game, 49.5, if I'm not mistaken. The
50
Bills,
and a half now, I believe, right?
is it? Has it moved up to 50.5? Okay.
I
Well, the
believe
Bills
so.
are also laying 12.5 of wood as well. So expected to be a blowout, but I tend to think the Dolphins will be able to cover 12.5. It's Thursday. It's a divisional game. I don't think they're going to be getting blown out of the building. I think Tua and the Dolphins offense looked a little better second half against the Patriots, but we'll see what happens. We have like 75 plus questions to get through. So we will fire through these as quick as we can.
Rapid fire. And speaking of the first one, you would receive Lamar Jackson in exchange for Joe Burrow, Roma Dunze, and an early to mid first. To me, this is just steep because I honestly think at this point, I mean, I still have to go through my dynasty rankings, fully update them, but I mean, there's nothing stopping Roma Dunze from being a top 12 dynasty wide receiver for me at this point. And if that's the case, you're talking about, in my opinion, Joe Burrow plus about 3/4 the value for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and I would say right now you probably drop Burrow to about a 1-2 turn pick if you were doing a startup, just given the injury that he's dealing with. So yeah, I would
mid 2 for me, but yes.
Yeah, this would be a little steep on my regard as well. So I would roll with the Burrow and the Dunze side here. Got a question about Xavier Worthy in the chat right now, and I think, what are your thoughts on Worthy, just really quick? Because I saw some reports he's been limited in practice the last 2 days. He's playing Sunday night, so a lot of people are going to be like, okay, what the hell do I do with this guy? Because if you don't have a Raven or a Lion or a Giant or whatever to throw into your lineup, you kind of have to make a decision whether or not you're going to play him. He settled in as like a borderline top 40-ish receiver in my rankings, but I want to see what his Friday practice report looks like. I figure we'll get a lot of questions about Worthy this week. That's why I addressed it.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Also, Jake, no team review for the season pass. Team review is for the annual membership.
Yeah, but you can seamlessly upgrade your season pass into an annual membership and just pay the difference, and then you get the free team review voucher with it. But yeah, no, the season pass got you, I believe, a trade question voucher and a start sit question voucher, but you do not get a team review voucher with the season pass. So trade question here, we got redraft 1 quarterback, 14 teams start 7, Amari and Hampton, Najee Harris for the Chargers backfield, and Chris Olave in exchange for Drake London and Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon's a nothing burger in this. So realistically, what it boils down to for me is Najee's not really anything as well. It's Drake London in exchange for Amari Hampton and Chris Olave. I think that's about fair value you're talking about with Amari Hampton. Probably not the, early third rounder that he was to begin the, or end of the draft season, but probably still talking about a 4th round running back. So the question is, would you select, or would you accept, my apologies, a 4th round running back plus about a 6th round wide receiver in exchange for I would say high 2nd round wide receiver? And to me, I would still take Drake London for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't
English. If you have an IR spot, I don't think Joe Mixon's a nothing burger. I think if you could throw him in an IR and just,
I don't think he's going to play this year.
No, I don't think he's much, but it's not like you're getting a 3-for-1 here where you'd be giving up London and getting no upside of winning this deal. There's upside that you could win this deal if Mixon does come back by week 8 to week 10 or something like that. So yeah, I'd take Drake London. It's pretty easy for me on that regard. Jedi Master Harry here, shout out. DJ Gibbons in an early to mid first in a Dynasty 2 quarterback start 11.
You take the first.
Bryce Young.
You take the first, man. I mean, Bryce Young hasn't looked good enough to start the year to not just take the free insulation. Because I understand there's variance here. Like, he could very well be worth probably about a 1 and a 2, but he hasn't looked good so far, and there's the very real possibility he's worth a 2 at the end of the season. So to me, if you're getting an early to mid first to cash out right now, I just think that's enough value. And on cherry on top, if Jonathan Taylor would have missed any time and DJ Giddens rose to a 2nd round plus valuation, you might just be getting full value for Bryce Young in that instance.
Yeah, again, we haven't updated our Dino rankings since before the season. This weekend, I'll probably start to sift through them. Correct. And then next week, we can maybe put out a trade value chart update because we don't have a Thursday video planned for next week. So maybe we could do Dynasty trade targets based on kind of market value or whatever. But yeah, I think Bryce Young's probably got to drop down from the 52 overall valuation that I had before the season. I'm not ready to give up on the guy yet, but he's got to certainly play better before I'm willing to give up an early to mid first to go after him at this point. I think that's just a little too steep. Next up here, we got, if this trade doesn't help my team, what can I trade for to improve my team? So JSN and Javonte Williams in exchange for Emeka Egbuka and Brian Thomas Jr. I think in a vacuum, it seems like a pretty fair offer. I would take the Emeka Egbuka and Brian Thomas Jr. side slightly, but I don't think it's outrageous. And just quickly looking at his team here, if he's giving up JSN, so is he receiving JSN? So he would be this team then. I would say that you should just hold this roster probably for the time being until your players start to rebound and value.
Hunter's not playing enough yet.
Wanting to give away BTJ because you have Hunter though.
Hunter's not playing enough yet. Unfortunately, week 2, 60% of the routes to be able to give up the security that Emeka Egbuka's role is right now. Again, once you see the sign, you see Travis Hunter 79% of the routes or 86% of the routes, and he's out there and he's looking good. And Trevor Lawrence is actually hitting him on some long touchdowns because, spoiler alert, he's been getting picked off every time he's tried to so far. If you start to see Travis Hunter give you the 15-point week, the 9-target week, at that point, maybe you make him expendable because then you would have 4 stud wide receivers. You can go and get that upgrade you want at running back. But for me, until that happens, you have to rely on Emeka Egbuka over Travis Hunter.
Yeah, and for some reason, Elikayo Manor is at 82 in my rest of season wide receiver rankings. He should be higher than that, but nonetheless,
let me see where I have him. I believe
Josh Downs needs to be rostered.
Yeah.
That's one thing you gotta who would you drop? I guess would be my question here because Downs is better than a couple of the receivers that he has. So who would you drop on this roster right now to go get Downs?
Trade Kyler Murray or drop Kyler Murray.
Yeah, or one thing that I would maybe look to do, because again, I understand why you would make the deal that you were trying to make here, where you're trying to get rid of Brian Thomas Jr. I just think you need to wait for a bounce back week in order to do that.
Yeah.
Because you have Hunter and Thomas, I think once you get a spike out of BTJ and people feel the same way about him like they did before, I would probably look to sell on him. If you could do a 2-for-1 of Brian Thomas plus, Judkins or Diggs or somebody on your bench or something like that, and going after a Drake London or something, that would make a lot of sense. So that's one thing that I would look to do. But if I had to drop somebody right this instant to go and get Josh Downs, knowing Lawrence, Goff, and Purdy are on waivers, I'd be fine even potentially just trading Kyler Murray for some fab or something like that. Like it doesn't even have to necessarily be like much that you get for him.
I would
just
cut him
like a roster spot of some kind.
Yeah. If I have to, I'm cutting him even too. On top of that, I mean, actually, I got like Trey Benson as well would be the perfect archetype of running back to add. So get on those consolidation moves. This is not a trade that I would make though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just making sure I move up, what's his name in my rankings, Elikayo Manor, because he was buried too low. Okay, so yeah, I would hold this for now. You got to kind of wait for Brian Thomas to bounce back. Sal, is this my opponent this week? 6 point per passing touchdown. I have Murray. Who do we like here? Murray, Goff, Jones, May, Love, Caleb, and he's saying rest of season. It's going to be between Murray, May, and Love and Caleb. Probably they're all probably within the same tier for me. Do you have I don't think I have a strong enough stance on this though. Like they all have pros and cons to them.
Drake May, 8th overall quarterback, Caleb Williams, 9th overall quarterback in my rest of season rankings would be the top 2 here.
Yeah, like I actually have Jordan Love the highest of this group. He's my 9th overall quarterback, Caleb Williams my 10th, Drake May my 11th, and Kyler Murray my 12th. So they are literally back to back to back to back.
I honestly think though, with the Packers injuries and their weapons core, like you shouldn't have Jordan Love over them.
Yeah, that's probably true. I should probably move Jordan Love below these guys. So yeah, if you go up based off of that, then I actually would have Caleb Williams the highest of this group. So I'd probably roll with Caleb and then Drake May.
Great matchup this week too.
He looked really good in his start last week against the Dolphins. So if you can roster 2 of them, I'm cool just rolling with the 2 second-year guys. Caleb Williams, Drake May, play matchups, see how things work out for you.
Yep, I would agree with you there. We got a question from Bitter Hornet shouted. I believe this is the voucher.
He has a couple more too. He submitted quite a few questions.
JCM in exchange for Jordan Mason. Let me see.
I'm taking Jordan Mason by a country mile. Like that's not even close.
It's not close for me the other way. I have JCM 6 spots high.
Really?
I have JCM RB23. Dude, you are unk when it comes to JCM.
Bro, Jordan Mason's my RB22 rest of season, man. Like I have Jordan Mason higher than James Conner.
Aaron Jones is coming back. You know that.
I'm not convinced he is. And even if he is coming back, Jordan Mason will own the job by the time he gets back.
No.
I don't know, man.
I don't have to guess with Bill.
Yeah, you do actually.
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll see
You
how
like
this plays
Jeremy
out. This whole
McNichols a
Bill
lot more
situation
than I
plays
do.
out, but I'm expecting a three-way timeshare in Washington. I don't think that Bill's going to be a significant backfield contributor. Mason is literally going to be a demon for the next 4 weeks. He's literally a top 12 running back in my rankings this week.
We'll see. I would take JCM. Give me Bill.
Especially just market tradability too. If we get 2 monster games out of Mason, you'll be able to trade him for some of the best running backs in fantasy.
If you get 2 monster games from Bill, you can do the exact same thing.
Okay. I guess my opinion on the likelihood is if that actually happens or not.
James Conner plus Drake London for Kenneth Walker and Justin Herbert. This is the Drake London side. I don't even have to think.
Yeah, this is a really easy Drake London. I'm a little worried about Connor. I don't know where you have him ranked the rest of the season. I'm definitely worried about the offensive environment utilizing Trey Benson the way they have in the passing game. Because before it was like, oh, Trey Benson was an idea. He was a thought. He was a exciting young running back who could take over if Connor got injured. But now he's actually playing well enough to get on the field and take touches away from Connor.
Yeah, for sure. With that being said, though, give me Drake London side here. We got Smoggy Curl. Can you help please find a running back to trade for? Calvin Ridley and JMO for Tony Pollard. Hell the fuck
yeah,
no.
hell no.
Do not do that.
Let's find a running back to trade for quickly with his team here. So I'm assuming this is not his team. Or is this his team?
Is he? Yeah,
Calvin Ridley and JMO. I mean, dude, you have Jordan Mason and Trevion Henderson. You're fine, bro. What do you mean you need a running back to trade for?
You're fine, bro. Relax.
Jordan Mason's going to be a top 12 running back the next 4 games. And by that time, Trevion Henderson will probably have taken over his backfield.
I'm not that high, especially considering that they are a quarterback onto Carson Wentz. But
Carson Wentz is better than JJ McCarthy, at least at this point in time.
Yeah, we will see, brother. You're saying top 12 running back. We haven't even seen Carson Wentz for this team.
Yeah, I don't know. The schedule's not that bad. And but either way, like, given the way that your running back core is structured, I'm not in dire need of a running back whatsoever. No. I think I'm totally chilling here.
You're fine. Yeah, you're totally fine.
Definitely don't do this.
Smuggy. Don't do that deal. That's a horrific deal. I get that off my screen.
Yeah, big Pearl. Baker Mayfield.
Lamar Jackson.
Javon. Yeah, what are we doing here? This is Lamar Jackson pretty easily. Yeah, like you see, I have Lamar 22nd overall. If we redrafted today, I would take him in the 2nd round.
I have him higher than that, dude. I think I have him at like 19 or 20. I have him. Okay, no, I have Lamar Jackson at 22, but I have Allen at 21.
Okay. Keg Carr here. He said he's 2-0. Wide receiver core is Brian Thomas, T. Higgins, Waddle. How are you 2-0? I guess it's Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers has performed pretty well.
Honestly, given the fact that Zay could very well become that this year, but given the fact that he doesn't have like that true like top 8 overall upside, I like Pickens a lot. But to me, given the context of this team and being 2-0, go get Rashid.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a great. I mean,
go for the upside.
It shows to me that you're thinking along the right lines. That
I love that.
The trade that you're even asking us because you're being proactive with your 2-0 team. So yeah, that's definitely a good trade there. Mahul, AJ Brown, Tyler Warren.
I want a Odunze side here.
Yeah, I mean, I know you have Odunze a lot higher than me. So if I'm assuming in your rankings, Odunze and AJ Brown's quite close.
I have Odunze straight up over him.
Yeah, I can't. I think that's a little too high for me, but like, even if we say they wash out, let's just say for ease sake, they wash out because they're pretty far apart in my rankings still. George Pickens for Tyler Warren, given the state of the tight end landscape and it's a start 7-10 team, that would factor in for me to this deal is that you're getting Tyler Warren, who's definitely a usable positional advantage at this point in time.
I just don't want to give up Rome in this deal. Like this was
a Danny Bias deal right here. You got George Pickens and Odunze on one side.
I'm going to be straight up honest, dude. I don't know what's stopping Rome Odunze from being a top 10 wide receiver rest of the season. Like I
will be right there with you in one more game of dominant production, which is probably coming this week because it's a great matchup.
Dude, man. I'm going to stop glazing now.
Yeah. Rome is, you need a Rome jersey. He's your,
I might have to for real, bro. That guy's a stud now.
Hey, I will say, like, of all the mid-round receivers, if you were listening to me and you equally, like you just value, but like we've nailed the mid-round receivers that you needed to go after between Flowers and Odunze so far. Gabe Davis, could get Braylon Allen or Ray Davis instead of Corum. I mean, I would definitely prefer those two guys to Corum, but Corum also has a high value upside role if anything happens to Kyron. I think you go AJ Brown side pretty easily.
I was going to say, I typically am on the side of buying low on Ladd, but to me here, I'm not as high on AJ as you are. Like he's more so like an early 30s player for me right now, 32 overall. But also at the same time, George Kittle, you only have to wait about 3 weeks for right now. You have that insulation there. If you need a tight end in a 14-team league especially, I think you go with the George Kittle, A.J. Brown side. Because if you're thinking about it, even if we don't factor in Blake Corum, a 2-for-1 of this magnitude in a start 8 14-teamer, like the depth is going to matter more in that context.
Yeah, you know what really irritates me, by the way? Week 6, do you know who San Francisco plays?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and you know who's slated to come back in week 6? Both George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk.
There you go.
That's not fun. Not fun.
Oh, trust me. I had to watch the Eagles get to play the Chiefs without their 2 best wide receivers, which both are going to be healthy and ready to run when we play them.
I hope so. I hope Worthy's going to be healthy, man.
Fuck, man.
This is probably a pretty fair trade offer, but I would rather have Montgomery in London.
Yeah, very easily for me. To me, I have London over JSN rest of season, and I don't know why you have Nick Chubb over David Montgomery.
Well, you just talked about Joe Mixon potentially missing the whole year, and that's why.
I think Woody Marks is going to wrestle a big role. Honestly,
maybe
like Nick Chubb.
Maybe I should have put in some actual fab dollars for the guy. I think that it's just going to be a committee all season. I think that none of them are going to be like overly valuable, but Chubb will get the carries, so it'll be like a high end RB3 in my rankings every week.
Even on like a 40% opportunity share, a 35% opportunity share, like we saw Detroit can score 52 points. The Texans aren't even going to score half of that this year.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, I should probably move Montgomery up a little bit, especially
just off the contingent upside too, dude.
Game.
Like knock on wood, if Gibbs were to go down too, the contingent upside alone is worth more than Nick Chubb's ever going to be worth.
Yeah. I have a rule this year. You want to hear my rule, Danny? Whatever side Bijan Robinson is on in a trade, I'm taking Bijan Robinson.
Especially when you consider you're getting the upgrade with the second player too.
It could be Chase Brown and Bijan for Ladd McConkey and Gibson. I would take the Bijan side. That's where I'm at with him. Why does it say he's 2 overall? He absolutely is not 2 overall in my rankings.
Yeah,
at 1. I'm looking at my rankings right now.
He's 2 overall, bro. Trust, because you know deep down the algorithm wants you to put the true number 1 there.
No, not a chance.
Sedarian.
I love CD. He's 2. Oh. He's 2 overall for me. I just I would rather have Bijan's in a tier of his own right now for me in my 1 overall slot.
I don't think he should be, but that's fine. I have CD at 1. I have Bijan at 2. Gibbs 3 and Nakua at 4. I had to drop Chase a little bit, dude.
Yeah, Chase is at 6 for me.
I mean, but like, dude, like under my head, like I might take Amon-Ra over him.
Oh, look at the Amon-Ra love from Danny.
Well, I mean, like him and Neighbors like have been like the 2 actual 1-2 turn receivers that have worked out so far.
Yeah, I have Chase, Neighbors, and St. Brown all in a tier. If we redrafted today, 6, 7, 8 is how I have them. I don't want to doubt Jamar even with Jake Browning. I think Browning's good enough to get him the ball.
I have I mean, actually, Chase should be 9 because I mean I would take him over Derrick Henry still, but Derrick Henry closes out the tier at 10. I also have McCaffrey higher than you do, I'm assuming. Barkley at 6, Malik Neighbors at 7, Amon-Ra at 8, Chase at 9, and Henry at 10.
Yeah, I have it Chase 6, Neighbors 7, St. Brown 8, Derrick Henry 9, Christian McCaffrey 10, Justin Jefferson 11, Drake London 12. Yeah. That's how the first round would.
I also have Jefferson at 12, London at 11. That's the only difference I believe there.
Fair enough. Start 2, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, Swift, or Kamara. I mean, Kamara and Walker are definitely the best 2 starts here. I know who they're playing. They're playing each other.
You see Charbonnet miss practice.
Yeah, Charbonnet did miss practice today, which is, dude, I'm 0-2 in my home league, and I need to win in the worst fucking way possible. And things are breaking a little right for me because AJ Terrell is out, and I have Teteroa McMillan. And Charbonnet, I need Charbonnet to be out for this game, and I need to win badly because my team, like I'm looking at it and I go, I actually really like this team. Like I like my home league team more than I like my flock league team. But the problem is I had 2 down performances to start the season. So now I'm 0-2. And the fact that I have Teteroa McMillan and Travis Hunter and all these guys doesn't seem as exciting now because I could be 0-4 by the time they're performing at a high level. So I need to do my absolute darndest to get back to 2-2 by the end of week 4.
Yeah, for sure. What, in your home league?
Yeah, my home league, because being 0-2 in like 10th place for points 4 is not good.
Yeah, like for instance,
Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith dropped like 13 combined points last week. Travis Hunter had a couple of big plays that he missed. Like the only guys really performing on my team is I have the wide receiver 1 in fantasy right now, Puka Nacua. But other than Nacua and like Hampton and Kenneth Walker, my top 2 running backs who both have had bad weeks. Walker was good last week, but bad in week 1. So not a good situation for my team. Even though I look at my team and I go, I actually really like this team, especially come week 6, week 7. I just need to win some games so that I actually get to realize the upside that it has.
You starting Hunter Renfro or Darnell Mooney this week?
Darnell Mooney. I like the
I
game
do
environment
I
in general
have
for
him
that
too.
game, but yeah.
In that game, so talking in the context of my home league, I have Michael Penix double stacked with London and Mooney in that game.
Okay.
But I was asking because I actually have Renfro on my bench. My other wide receivers.
You have London already. I would be fine going Renfro if you wanted to, but
I'm cool double stacking too. I just believe in the Falcons' offense and the game environment. Although the only issue would be a JC Horn, but at the same time, like Carolina's probably going to allow 33 points in this game. In all honesty, I also have a Dunze, Adams, Pickens, McBride, Jalen Warren, Barkley rounding up the lineup. So I'm 1-1 right now. Lost in week 1 due to a shellacking, and unfortunately last week I lost Joe Burrow. But I don't know, man. Like I kind of believe I have Penix and Daniel Jones as my duo right now, and yeah, that's weak on paper, but like I kind of feel okay with it.
yeah, the one thing I'd be worried about for that Carolina game is Atlanta's defense, A, looks really good.
Yeah.
And B, Carolina, we know they're
Run
susceptible
funnel.
to the run. I think that Bijan could go for 40 points in this game, legitimately.
Yeah, and I've contemplated starting. Like, I actually think I have straight up in my actual rankings Daniel Jones ranked higher than Penix, but because of the context that I'm starting London and Mooney, I kind of just have to shove the chips into the game.
Yeah, no, for sure. This is an interesting trade offer because Derrick Henry, obviously best player in the deal, but it's a 10-team start.
It's the package.
So generally, you'd want to go with the best asset, but Genty, McConkey, and Kelsey is a pretty nice package.
Dude, this is the package all day. You don't even have to spend time here. You grab it, you thank this guy, say, hey, appreciate, pleasure doing business, and then you enjoy your steal.
Yeah. 0-2, pretty cooked RB room.
I don't mind making this move.
Any help? Yeah, definitely go get Breece Hall for this. If this is all that costs you for Breece Hall, I'm definitely cool doing this. Maybe he's just talking in general terms, like his running back room is torched, like recommend some moves. But yeah, I mean, your running back room, I guess Judkins, Henderson, Chase Brown, they haven't performed at the level that you would want them to right now. But yeah, getting Breece Hall onto this team.
I mean, Bowers and Warren.
Yeah, I mean, I would try and sell Warren off to somebody for sure.
I would definitely want to bolster your wide receiver core more than anything, to be honest. Like,
well, if you could take, let's say you make that Breece Hall deal and you lose Downs and Ridley, and you got Pearsall, Debo, and Jefferson. If you could take Warren plus Troy Franklin or something like that, and go after a wide receiver, that would make sense.
What about Warren plus Debo and see if you can buy low on like a Brian Thomas Jr.?
Well, this guy who has Breece has Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, he's got McBride, so he's not going to trade for Warren.
Yeah, he probably won't. But what if in this deal you ask for Breece Hall and Brian Thomas Jr. and instead of giving him Ridley and Downs, you're giving him Debo, Ridley, and Downs or something? Or you're giving, if you like Tootin or something, you offer him Debo as part of this deal and see how close you can get to Brian Thomas Jr. I'd be willing to give him a lot more than that, like knowing the assets that you're getting. Like if he wants,
go to the guy who has Drake London as well. I am curious.
The guy with Drake London.
Who has Drake London? Yeah.
I'll just scroll around here.
One of the better teams.
McConkey's an interesting one too. That guy's Pitts and Hawkinson. He's probably okay there. Where are you?
London's on a bad team.
Well, I mean, this guy is AJ Brown, but he also has Sam Laporta. Drake London, Kelsey. I mean, he's probably feeling okay at the tight end position.
Maybe he is.
Regardless, Breece Hall,
someone like that though,
definitely good for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Just see if you can get after Brian Thomas as well. Drake London, Trevion Henderson for Kyron, and oh my God, this is an easy money deal. What are we saying here? Goddard isn't worth anything. So
2 upgrades. Yeah.
2 upgrades indeed.
Etienne and McConkey for London and Henderson. This is actually a really interesting deal.
This is probably like stone fair, I would say, across the board. I think I want Etienne and McConkey slightly.
See, my thing here is I think you're getting 2 like better performing production players right now on the right side of the deal, obviously with the context that Etienne has the role and Henderson doesn't. But to me, the ceiling upside of Drake London specifically in regards versus McConkey, I think you're talking about a legitimate top 3 ceiling versus, in my opinion, with McConkey, I think you would call it a ceiling year if he was probably wide receiver 7, wide receiver 8 at this point. Like I think Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson have provided more target competition than we expected coming into the season. And even though Etienne has the role right now and Henderson doesn't, I just think in the consequential weeks, Henderson's going to be the preferred option of the 2.
Yeah. 2 important notes for our Flock League teams. Tucker Kraft apparently is okay. Just a little scare, checked out fine. Positive news for myself. Ladd McConkey was a full participant in practice today.
Let's go.
So that's 2 good things for us. And yeah, again, like you said, upside, especially if Henderson takes over the backfield. I mean, like this deal could look really lopsided pretty quickly. But man, I think these two guys are just stone cold, really, really good assets that you're going after. This would be like what's your record kind of deal? Are you 2-0? You could maybe hold
if
this.
You're 2-0, you make
0
this move.
0-2 or 1-1, maybe you want to make this type of move.
I think that's the perfect way to reference it. Like I think that was the perfect way to talk about it.
Genty and Hunter for Chase Brown. I mean, I prefer Genty to Chase Brown rest of the season, so I would definitely take the free Travis Hunter there. Where do you stand on those two? You have Genty over Chase Brown?
Let me check. I would have them redraft running back. I'm just trying to find exactly where I have them each. Genty RB9, but to be honest, I'd have James Cook probably over him, so I'll move him to 10. I would still take Genty over Josh Jacobs because I just think given the lack of pass catching, the ceiling is limited. But I have Chase Brown at 13. I have Genty at 10, but they're same tier.
Yeah, I think given what we know, I just can't put Genty over Jacobs, even though you're right. Like there is a little bit of a lack of ceiling right now. I just, given how Jacobs is on one of the better teams in the league and how he's playing,
totally
like,
fine.
I can't put Genty over him yet. As soon as I see a good game out of Genty, I will.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally reasonable. Also, I wonder what you think about this. Again, we'll see what it ends up looking like tonight, but I'm looking at it right now, dude. Especially given the fact he's getting more uses than he did last year, especially 2 in the receiving game. He flashed in week 1. I moved James Cook into the tier with Achane, Taylor, and Bucky Irving.
Oh, I did that on our Monday show when we talked about him skyrocketing up our rankings.
I just think he's probably a top 20 level player rest of the season.
Yeah, legitimately, he's a dude, man. I'm a little pissed that I had the opportunity. I didn't have the opportunity to draft him in the Flock League. Actually, I thought he might have come back to me at the 410. But I ended up getting
never taking him in the 3rd.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to take him 303 over Lamar Jackson. But if he fell back to, I had thought he might have fallen back to me at the 410, and I would have been ecstatic if he would have fallen back to me there. And Badaki was the guy that I figured would take him because he had him last year. Yeah. So Bucky Irving, Puka Nacua, this is 2 upgrades, man. Very easy Bucky Irving side.
All day. May, Genty, and Nico for London, ETN, Daniels. Okay, so let's evaluate this. Before we equate the quarterbacks into this, Genty and Nico for London, ETN. How big of a gap is that for you? Because to me, I guess with Jake Daniels,
you're getting Daniels here. I think it's probably just this side of the deal.
I think I agree because I would prefer London to Nico rest of the season. And although, you see the gap between Genty and ETN for you, the gap for them between me, I don't think
probably
would be
wider, I would imagine, but even still, Jaden to May is the bigger gap in this deal than anything else.
Genty 26 rest of the season right now versus where do you have ETN? 41.
I have ETN like 3-4, like mid 3rd round.
I have a more mid 4th for me. So regardless though, I think because of the quarterback upgrade alone, you take it.
Yeah,
because the flex swap is pretty even.
Yeah, it's more or less like you got an RB1 and a wide receiver 1 out of the deal.
Aforementioned James Cook. With that being said, you take Jamar Chase here.
I would consider doing this. I wouldn't necessarily said I was offered Jamar Chase for Cook straight up. Do that instead. Okay, don't give him Garrett Wilson for Kittle if you don't have to.
Yeah, do that then for sure.
Also, if you can do that instead, do that. I would say this trade's a lot more close with Garrett Wilson to Kittle in this deal. Once Kittle's back on the field, he's going to be a top 50 player for me. He's just out for a couple of weeks.
I understand that. Even still, 84 is a little bit too low. I
buried him when he got hurt, and then I'm going to move him back up.
Fair enough.
As the weeks go by, I'll move him up about 10 spots each week because then it's one less week that you have to worry about him being out.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
VJC.
Set some lineups, baby. Right. Jared Goff or Daniel Jones? Who's higher in your rankings?
Jared Goff because of the matchup and the over-under of the game.
They're very close for me. I would have
5 matchup for Daniel Jones as well.
I'll make that switch then. I did have Jones higher because of the rushing, and especially because he's getting actual goal line usage as well. That's the other thing too. Given what the Colts are implied for this week, if he's getting goal line equity on top of being just an efficient passer so far, I think you make the case. But like you said, the over-under of the Jared Goff Lions versus Baltimore game, I did make that
It's switch. Too juicy. You can't not play Jared Goff in that game environment, realistically.
Would agree. Let's go to the wide receiver spot here.
Yeah, I just ranked the quarterbacks because you listed them all there. Wide receiver wise, Pittman, Expected to see shadow coverage from LJ Sneed. I mean, do you go on the riskier side and go with the Troy Franklin / Alec Io Manor kind of
I think
swing?
I'd go Pittman here.
Yeah, Franklin's got a brutal matchup. Io Manor doesn't have an excellent matchup. I'd probably roll with Pittman as well. And then the
are
flex,
you lagging or am I?
I think I'm lagging at the moment. I'm just going to close some tabs here and make sure I am not lagging out. Okay. Hopefully that gets me back. Let me know if I'm still lagging or not. Franklin, Booty, Io Manor. Of these options, which one do you prefer? I think I'm on Io Manor side.
Probably, yeah. I think he wants us to rank him.
Yeah, I would rank him Io Manor, Franklin, and then Booty.
Yeah. Booty barely played in week 2.
He did, which was weird because he was like by far the clear alpha in week 1.
Yeah. All right,
really
so we'll go on to the next question.
Next question we got trade buy low for AJ Brown.
Right side.
You taking AJ Brown, Mooney? I'd take Devontae Smith and JMO.
Yeah, no, I didn't see JMO in it. Let me take a look. So I mean, Penix for Jones, whatever. Fucking equal them out. It doesn't matter.
Your go-to duo.
Devontae Smith and Jameson Williams for AJ and Mooney. Yeah, I probably agree with you, man. Like Jameson Williams has the upside to be the best player in this deal too. That's the other part of it. You're frozen. You are frozen in like the happiest smile I've ever seen from you. You look so happy, Corey. You look so happy. Look at you. Look at that smile. I'm going to wait until he notices. We'll see if chat notices too. Chat's going to catch up probably in like 2 seconds. This guy is so happy.
Not really sure what happened there.
Dude, the way you were frozen, you look so happy.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the hell is going on with my internet. My internet was pretty nails for a bit there. Look how cute Corey is.
I took a picture of you and sent it in the group chat.
Too much to ask for Jacoby Myers. If you get Myers on top of AJ, that would make this deal a lot closer for sure.
I would agree. Yeah, if you can get Myers, I think I would do it, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's keep going here. Enjoy. I had a shout out to Enjoy, the skateboard brand. I used to have an Enjoy skateboard when I was a kid.
Wait, when?
In the 60s when I was a child.
Did I ask?
I just said shout out to Enjoy. That was his name.
I know, I'm trolling.
For the 4 times a day that I put it on you got to bring it out once a week.
Free Juwan Jennings.
Sorry, I thought you meant in the you know when you say like free Rashee Rice or whatever, like I thought you meant like free Juwan Jennings. I was like, what the hell is Juwan Jennings doing that he needs to be freed from?
Corey, answer his question.
When's the hog reveal? That's crazy.
Oh my god. I love how I said free Juwan Jennings, and then in the chat it says, not sure I can get Jennings.
That's funny.
I mean, if you need a running back, this is exactly fair.
If not, Evans for Brown. Yeah, I mean, I would swap Evans straight for Chase Brown. So if you want to do that, that's totally fine.
Also, this is the most Danny coded question ever. Dude, I understand in general. I say, hey, don't drop Colson Loveland. But if it's for Tucker Kraft, go drop him for Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, facts. Jaguars onslaught for Trevion and George Pickens. Do you want to be pissed off at Trevor Lawrence every Sunday? I guess is your only gripe with this question.
Where do they rank for me? This is like such a me-coded question.
By my rankings, they appear to be. It appears to be Hunter and ETN. I maybe should move Hunter down a little more than where I have him right now.
I have him at 49, so I'm still above where you are. But I have Henderson at 47. You have him at 52. So, I mean, even if him and Hunter canceled out, then it's ETN versus Pickens, and then I'd prefer ETN to Pickens.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I'd probably lean with the ETN and Hunter side of this. This would be close, though.
I think so.
Shout out to Bitter Hornet. Submitted a couple more questions here. The first one, if you recall, was the so no hog. Yeah, definitely no hog. The first one was the Jordan Mason, Bill Merritt one that he sent us. So just keep that in mind. Alvin Kamara, Ricky Pearsall. I mean, you taking Kamara here very easily.
Kamara. Yeah. I have Alvin Kamara even higher than you do. When did that happen?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have Kamara at 42 overall. How do you only have him at 48?
I think I moved a couple running backs ahead of him, and that's why like he slid a little bit because I moved ETN ahead of him, and I moved I'm trying to think of who else would have moved ahead of him, but a couple guys there.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah, Bitter Hornet already submitted this question. You want to fire Bitter Hornet a trade question as well, just because he's submitting so many for us. I mean, tooting for Kamara. What are we doing here? This is very easy. I feel like Bitter Hornet's just donating to the cause at this point, which we really appreciate.
Money laundering. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, facts. Danny's burner. Alec J 08. I hope you were not born in 2008. First of all, because if you were born in 2008, that's gonna make me feel old as shit.
Corey's 10 years older than you.
Yeah, facts. Dak, Achan, Genty, Marv, T-Mac, Warren, Odunze. So this is a starting lineup. He would be receiving.
Odunze side.
So he has Odunze. He must have put this in the wrong order because he has Odunze on the I receive side, and
I'm not trading away Odunze for this. So. I'm not trading away Odunze for this.
If you were 2-0, I could see the upside in being like, I'm going to buy into Henderson, and JMO's not going to be obviously as good as Odunze right now. But if Henderson becomes like a top 12 running back, then maybe this is a worthwhile deal. Because I'm also just getting lower on Addison the less the Vikings offense looks functional.
I get that. I mean, Rome Odunze is a fringe top 24 player for me moving forward.
Man, you're getting fucking high on this guy. You know what's going to happen, Danny? He's going to have another 30-point week. And it'll be like, all right, Danny, you were right. He should have been a top 12 receiver. You're like, Rome Odunze is my wide receiver 3 now.
Dude, if he keeps playing the way he has been, I might have to. You telling me another 30-point week? The guy will be averaging like 33 a game. Okay,
let's say 10 for 160 yards and a touchdown. He's a 30-point game. Where does he go in your rest of season rankings? Would you take him or Nico Collins rest of the season if that happened? Let's say Nico has like a ho-hum 75, 9 for 75 type of day.
I'm not even trolling you. I might take him over Justin Jefferson.
That's crazy.
I'm not even trolling.
I mean, yeah, 30-point game. I mean, it would be pretty hard not to feel good about him.
Arguably.
Yeah, I'd take a BTJ all day here. I don't know what the hell. J.K. Dobbins for BTJ? Like, you know when people comment shit on our videos, Danny, and they go, I wish I was in your league. Like, this is what I wish
I was in your league, BBP.
Chef Rye here. Shout out to Chef Rye. Trevion Henderson versus Nick Chubb, I would say, is probably the decision there. I think I'd probably slightly prefer Chubb, as sexless as it sounds this week.
You got to plug your nose and just hope for volume there with Chubb.
Yeah. I mean, the Bucks fully let him score a touchdown last week. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So that's kind of how he paid off, just to give you an idea. Keon Ridley, I think we're going receivers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't really trust Henderson at the moment until you see the usage correct itself, which is unfortunate, but yeah, you probably can't trust him. Bitter Hornet with his 5th question of the stream here.
Shut up, Bitter Hornet.
Chase Brown, Ricky Pearsall, and Harold Fannin. This is junk. Give me Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's Fugaz.
I'm really scared of Christian, man. I'm really scared that Sal's going to drop a 40 burger on me. Christian versus the Cardinals, bro. Like, I'm scared.
The thing is, you talk about fear factor all the time. There's no player in the history of fantasy football you can look across on the other person's lineup and not be scared for your life more than when you see Christian McCaffrey staring at you.
I mean, a prime Tyreek Hill on the Chiefs was equally as scary to me, just because of how Tyreek Hill won in Kansas City, where it was like, you could be like, okay, he was only got 3 points. He only has 3 points this whole game. And then he drops like 2 75-yard bombs on you. Like, that's what scared the shit out of me with Tyreek Hill every time.
I played him that 1 week against the Bucks. That wasn't fun.
Yeah. Jamar is the same way too. Is, Jamar can go for 45 on your head top when Joe Burrow's healthy too.
Also, Corey, so how many questions do we have, give or take?
Probably another 50 if I had to guess.
I was curious because I can't give you a concrete answer then, Teal. Like, we want to be fully honest. If you said, hey, would it make it into this live? Like, we truly can't give you an answer right now because we don't know how fast these Qualmas are going to go through.
Yeah, we have 3 reviews in the hopper right now, and
Yeah.
let me just quickly shout out who they are for, because I want to make sure that you guys know we would do your team reviews if we didn't have so many start, sit, and trade questions that might be relevant to this Thursday night game, which is why we're not doing the team reviews right now. If you want, of course, I can't pronounce this name. I don't know what these X's in place of vowels mean, guys. I'm too old for this shit. DM504, Grouchy Bracelet, and then I don't know, BXLOGOBXLLY. I don't know what that means. Just reporting it. I don't know. Those are the 3 team reviews that I would like to get to if we have time today. If not, and you need them ASAP, feel free to send us a DM. Hey, can you guys do this offline? And we'll send it to you today if you really need the information right away. But hopefully we get to them if we continue to go through. And TLBT, if you do submit a team review, we will, Grouchy Bracelet. It sounds like me on in the hospital. But if we get to those team reviews, we'll get to them. If not, we'll get to those on Monday or Sunday.
Jordan Mason.
Yeah, Jordan Mason's the top 12 RB for me this week, so I am going to be starting him over a lot of people.
Igbuka over Sutton.
Well, here's the thing. Igbuka hasn't practiced this week, and it's Thursday, so I would go with Sutton just because even if he plays, he might be limited to some degree.
If Igbuka plays, I'm going to go with Igbuka, but if he doesn't play, then sure, go with Sutton.
And I would start Kyron over Igbuka. Let's say Igbuka gets in a limited practice tomorrow or something and is going to play and be limited to some degree. I'd probably start Kyron over him.
Dude, Kyron's going to average 2.1 yards per carry.
He's been dust. I won't lie.
Dude, what you talk about a 60% opportunity share Kyron going up against the Eagles?
Is that all it's been so far this year?
I mean, Corum got a big share, bro. Well, I know there's a quote from McVay saying, like, in an ideal world, it's a 60-40 or 65-35 is what he said this week. And
Kyron being a 60 dude, Avery taking him on the 2-3 turn and him being a 60% share guy is not looking good right now.
Yeah, let me see exactly what it's been.
It was 69% in week 2. Snap share, 74% of the carries, 44% of the reps. Brother, Kyron ain't good enough to be getting less than 80% of the opportunities.
Dude, we can't be doing that. That's even without Jarquez Hunter working into the equation. What if it becomes a 3-man? Pause.
Ugh. Okay, so I mean, Jarquez Hunter probably sucks, but Emeka Igbuka would be the guy I roll with as long as he's healthy. But I'd go Kyron in the short term, just given the fact that Igbuka's not practicing. Jalen Warren and JCM promising, but on my bench. Okay, so I mean, Jonathan Taylor and Genty are going to be in your lineup for sure. Wide receiver wise, you're going Jefferson, you're going Flowers. Tight Pickens. End is Fannin, which is easy.
Pickens for sure, and
Evans for sure,
and
Pickens versus Keenan versus Bill versus Pearsall, I guess.
Pickens in a 51 over under against the Bears, who has
over under. I mean, I love Keenan Allen this week too. Quinn Johnson expect to see shadow coverage from Patrick Surtain. I think Keenan Allen could have like 10 plus targets.
I could see it. With that being said, though, Pickens goes up against the Bears in a 51 over under game without their 2 best corners.
Yeah, and let me know what you guys think of this idea, because I was canoodling with this a little bit. Canoodling, that's not right. I mean, I was having sex with the idea. Yeah. I was noodling with this idea a little bit. I'm gonna do like a stat you need to know for every game in the matchups that matter video. So once I go through the game, I go through all the over-unders and the matchups and that kind of thing. At the very end of the game, I might go, the stat you need to know is this. And the stat you need to know for for the 49ers and Cardinals game, I think this is an interesting one. The Cardinals play zone coverage 82% of the time. It's the highest rate in the NFL. Do you happen to know who beat zone coverage at a top 10 rate as rookie last year? Ricky Pearsall. So he's a nice start this week given that game environment. So I'm going to come up with like a stat that I can find for every single game that could point to a good start in that game.
Jawan Jennings about to be prime Anquan Bolden in that game too.
Yeah, no, I think, dude, I fear that they play zone that much. Christian's going to catch 11 passes on my head top, dude. I'm so fucking scared of Christian against Sal this week, man. I'm just going to reverse jinx my way into Christian having 6 points because somehow I held Derrick Henry to 2 last week. I have no idea how I did that.
Also, I will say, bro, for all the leagues that I'm like, oh, I feel so gross. Jawan Jennings fell to me at value. It's like, it's actually worked out pretty good. You know, I feel pretty good about Jawan Jennings moving forward.
Yeah, no, he's not been bad. Keenan Allen, Cortland Sutton, Bill. Worthy. I mean, you can't really
Sutton.
wait on Worthy given the state of the options you have here.
Sutton.
Yeah, probably. I love Keenan this week, man. I'm Keenan pilled.
You can't go Keenan over Sutton though.
Sutton hasn't been like by far the dominant alpha there. Franklin's been getting work.
You got to go with Cortland. Quarterback.
I feel like about the same about Cortland Sutton and Terry McLaurin were the exact same guy all offseason, and I feel like they're the exact same guy now too, where I feel worse about both guys.
Same. With that being said, Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb is like QB6 for me this week or something. I have him super high.
5. I'm curious, who are your top 6 in order?
Quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Well, assuming Jaden plays, he's in my top 6. If Jaden doesn't
I don't
play,
have Daniels in mind.
He would be out there. Lamar, Allen, Hurts, Daniels if he plays, Pat, and then Caleb Williams is my 6.
So my difference is I don't have Daniels in my rankings right now because I don't think he's going to play. He's not going to practice until at least Friday. And even still, he's probably going to be a limited practice on Friday. And to me, Washington's going to take it careful. They're not going to rush him back because if he actually has a severe knee sprain, like and re-aggravates it, like their season's cooked.
Yeah.
So like
I cook their whole season if that happened for sure.
And they play against Vegas. It's like if there's one game you want Daniels to miss, it's going to be this week. So
yeah, it's out of conference. It's not really that important, and the Vegas Raiders suck.
So I currently have tier 1 Lamar, Allen, Hurts. Tier 2 Dak, Caleb, and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, I have Prescott at 7. So the only difference is that if Daniels was out, then I would have Dak in my top 6 as well. So
makes sense.
Hampton versus Downs, I guess, versus Franklin. I would still probably start Hampton here, even though I don't love Hampton this week. I have him basically like barely a top 24 guy, I think is where he's ranked for me.
Hey, by the way, John, the sharpest people I know drop $93 waivers. You're good.
Facts, yeah. Cosby, whoa. Caleb Williams would go next. I mean, you got to go Caleb this week. I like Bo too, for what it's worth. I would start Caleb there. I actually have that decision in the listener league, and I am starting Caleb Williams. I think that would be it for this question. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has. Tedero McMillan, I would like to get him in my lineup if I can.
Let me see my weekly wide receivers. Yeah, I have Tedero.
I have him over Tyreek.
Same. Make that change.
The question would be, would you play ETN over Tyreek? I guess too.
ETN, I would, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Tyreek feels, if Waddle's ruled out, I would probably lean Tyreek over Tet though, for what it's worth.
I got Tedero at 14.
Is Waddle going to play? Do we have the inactives yet?
It sounds like he's going to. I thought he returned to the game.
Well, the report today, reportedly expected to play. Okay. The report today was that he was going to test it pregame, which is right now. So, if he's going to play today, that downgrades Tyreek slightly, but I took the lower on Waddle's fantasy points because I think even if he plays, he's not a good option.
Check if there's another tight end.
I think I looked already, and it was just Njoku.
Okay, fair enough. Thank guys. Appreciate you all. Let's bring all these fantasy. Yes, sir. Jordan Love. Let me see.
It'll be Jordan for me over Daniel.
I got him at 10. I got Jones at 13.
Yeah, I mean the injuries are starting to mount for the Packers receivers, but I would still roll with Jordan there.
I think Pickens here.
Yeah, especially with Igbuka's practices right now, you can't put him in your lineup confidently, which fucking sucks for me. And I got to upgrade Evans in my rankings then too, probably.
I probably rank Igbuka 23 right now, knowing what I know about him.
I have him at 29. I have him even lower than you do.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm pretty pessimistic on that situation. He hasn't practiced Wednesday or Thursday. That's not good.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Would you put? I'm going to drop him. I'm going to move him. I'm moving him to 28 for now. I think that's a good point. I would take DJ Moore over him right now.
Oof, gross, but yeah. I have DJ Moore at 30, so he's one spot behind at the moment.
DJ Moore's got a great game environment. That's the thing.
Yeah, he has a great game environment for sure.
Like Caleb might throw the ball for 300 yards, and it's like he's only thrown the ball for 207 and 210, by the way, and Rome's been crushing so far. If we see Caleb Williams have like a 300, 350 passing yard game, like genuinely, what is the ceiling of these passing game weapons?
Yeah, it would be a very high ceiling. Bijan always in your lineup. Jordan Mason over Javonte. That would be close. Do you have which one do you have higher of those two guys?
I believe I have Javonte slightly higher, but I have Javonte at 16, Mason at 18 in my rankings.
Yeah, I think I said earlier that I had Mason as a top 12 running back. I do not. He's 14 for me, but he's still very high. I have Javonte at 18, so he's pretty high for me as well.
Question Like, what's the update on Zach Charbonnet, by the way? He didn't practice again today, you said, right?
He didn't practice again today?
Is that what you said?
No, I heard you say something about a groin injury that he didn't
he
practice Wednesday with.
He didn't practice Wednesday. Okay, we don't have the report as of today, but dude, like if Charbonnet's out, call me crazy. Why isn't Walker like RB10 this week against the Saints?
Oh, he'd be higher than that if Charbonnet's out. I'd put him probably
above like
right
Bucky
up
Irving
with
and
Bucky
stuff.
Irving, yeah. If Charbonnet was out.
So I have Walker at 10 right now, and that's with Bucky Irving, James Cook, Devon Achane, Jonathan Taylor right ahead of him. And honestly, I would take JT over Derrick Henry.
Yeah, sorry, it's not a groin injury, by the way. It's a foot injury.
Foot injury, yeah. Sorry.
Dobbins is my RB32 this week, Jack.
Let me see where I got Dobbins. I have Dobbins at 29. I have him over DeAndre Swift because I think DeAndre
Swift sucks, man.
I think he's a threat to lose his job this week. I'm not even joking you.
To who?
Like Monungai's gotten good words from the coaching staff.
Yes, you're right.
That would be the guy that would. And like I can see it, dude. Like Ben Johnson just likes a guy that's not going to make mistakes. You know what I mean? And like Monungai, like he's never fumbled. Like, is he explosive? No. But like,
is Roschon going to be back this week though? Because like he could be a factor in that backfield this week too,
especially in the receiving game because he can pass block.
But yeah, BTJ Marvin and AJ Brown are going to probably find the lineup here. Jawan Johnson, the tight end.
Jawan's been a stud, man.
So
Javonte for sure.
Yeah, Javonte's got to be in there. This is a good ass team, man.
Probably,
holy shit.
Probably. Ooh, who do I have higher between Garrett and? I mean, I probably Garrett over Debo with what's his face? Jane Daniels hurt.
Yeah, I have AJ Brown the next closest here. I actually have AJ.
I have AJ Brown higher. Yeah.
I have AJ Brown actually higher than BTJ and Harrison.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even see AJ Brown for a second.
Yeah, this is a good ass team though. Holy shit. Jersey B has a good ass team.
They're like back to back for me in my rankings.
Yeah, I have ETN. The other part of this too, why I have the running backs a little higher in my rest of season rankings, is that like it feels like the position is really shallow right now.
I would say the exact same for wide receiver.
Like ETN, right now. I just feel good about.
I would say the same thing for wide receiver too, dude.
I mean, I expect that to correct itself though, in terms of like the wide receiver 15 to like 35 starting to produce better.
The elite wide receivers are just such an advantage this year too. Like it's really crazy how much the top is separated from each other now.
Glad I picked Puka, man. I'm so glad. In my home league, my gut was like Puka versus Nico was my decision, and I'm like, I'm going with Puka, man. I can't look myself in the mirror think I was going to take Puka the entire fucking offseason. Last minute changed my mind to Nico.
ETN and Evans back to back for me, by the way. HN and Evans for Mason, Dobbins, and London. London versus HN. That would be
if you needed wins, I kind of understand this side, but I think I want to go HN and Evans here.
Yeah, there's just higher ceiling, like realistically. Because I prefer London to HN, but then Evans versus Mason and Dobbins. Honestly, I think my answer would be the right side here.
Really? You would take Mason and Dobbins over Evans here?
It's close, man.
Once Godwin is back and Wirfs is back, man, the offense is going to look a lot better in Tampa Bay, and Evans is a huge beneficiary of that.
I'm thinking about it in the context too, dude, of if Jordan Mason and DK Dobbins both have a big week, especially with big workloads right now, you could probably sell them for like way higher next week.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. And Drake is, slightly the best player in the deal, even though I just think Achane is like such a hammer too, man. Like to me,
he's a stud too.
Yeah, like it's close, but I'd prefer the HN and Evans side there.
Yeah, no, that's totally reasonable. That's like almost like an exactly fair deal in my opinion.
Yeah, we're still not even on the questions that have been submitted today, so we got to keep boogieing here. We have tons of time though, at least. Chase Brown, Trey Benson, James Conner. I mean, this is Chase Brown all day. This isn't even like close. I mean, you just have both Cardinals running backs after this. These trades never make sense to me. Like why people do this? They're like, give me the whole Cardinals backfield. It's because people like roster handcuffs, obviously. So when you trade,
they want to secure the backfield, bro.
Well, you don't want to lose the trade by James Conner going down, right? You'd be like, because you trade Chase Brown away and James Conner gets injured, and you're like, now I'm fucked.
Hey, Bush, think about it like this too, right? Hey, guess what? You have 2 roster spots for a worse running back projection rather than 1 roster spot for a better running back projection.
Literally.
Which side of the deal do you want?
Literally. Dynasty question here. 1 quarterback, 12 teams, start 9. Pearsall for an early to mid second and Pittman. Now, this would probably be a bigger gap now if I had to update my rankings. Like Pearsall probably rise a little bit. But I think I prefer the Pittman in the early to mid second side still.
Even the 2 so secure here.
Yeah.
Such insulation. Because you might be able to sell Pittman for a 2, and then at that point, you would get 2 2s for Pearsall, and I think that's a good liquidation.
Yeah, and like generally speaking too, like it wouldn't shock me if Pittman outproduced Pearsall rest of the season. Like this is supposed to be the time that Pearsall's like ripping off great games without Ayuk and Kittle in the lineup. And last week he was fine, but he's not like cooking by any means. Yeah, sure. I gotta quickly sign out and sign back in because my session expired. But yeah, Pearsall's weird, man. He's hard to figure out from a dynasty lens, at least.
Also, Bush, in the group chat, Nick shared the photo of when I crashed out on the couch during the 2021 draft when we took Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
That picture is actually iconic.
It's a shame you traded that guy. Yeah. Ryan has Lad McConkey for Worthy and Judd. Dude, this is like a bunch of children of mine in this question. This has got to be Lad McConkey, though, right? Given the Worthy concern with the injury and like both. This is like obviously, if you look at this side of the deal and you go, "Oh my God, look at the upside of it." Like the upside's really high, but it could end poorly for you.
We got to go.
I know.
I'm fucking with you.
I know how many questions we have. We're doing fine.
Just making sure. I don't want a repeat situation of last week.
No, the last time I had no idea how many questions we have. That was dumb. But this time I know how many questions we have. I made sure I counted.
Dude, I love a Doomsday, but this is quite a good fucking deal. I will say. David Montgomery,
fucking steal, dude. What?
You could probably trade Derrick Henry for any wide receiver that's not named CeeDee Lamb or Puka Nacua if you want a wide receiver right now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Especially after this week,
you could get Chase, you could get Jefferson, you could get Neighbors, you could get St. Brown, all with Derrick Henry right now.
Yeah, and you guys heard my thoughts on what I think a Doomsday could be, but I think that's just too much to pass right now given the market value.
Yeah,
Doomsday's in the lineup.
Rome in the lineup there, tight end. Ferguson versus Fannin. I'm curious where you stand there. I have Ferguson slightly higher given the game environment, but I like Fannin this week too. Yeah,
you echoed it. Plus, he's got like tight end 3 overall usage right now.
Yeah. As of now, I lean Mason in this question, but if Igbuka is out, I think you probably go Evans.
Yeah, I think that's how I'd play it as well.
Yeah, so as of now, I'll go Mason because I think Igbuka generally didn't suffer that big of an injury. I think he'll be fine, but we'll see because he's not practicing right now. And the report that came out, I don't know if you saw this, but like Rick Stroud was like the report was he's not seen participating. And then Rick Stroud was like, well, that wasn't open to the media, so he could have participated in practice, but then it was confirmed that he wasn't out there. But for some reason, that makes me think he's probably close to coming back and being healthy. It's a short week too. They're probably letting him rest up and that kind of thing. So I think tomorrow he'll be limited at the very least and probably questionable for the game.
Rasheed and Pickens all day.
Yeah, start 8 too. You want the upside of Rasheed there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Slippy Fists.
Crazy. Cursed with running back depth, start 4. I mean, I wish I was cursed with that right now in the Flock League. I have to start Gibbs, Pacheco right now.
Gibbs, Mason, Bucky.
Oh, man, it's a good ass fucking running back core.
And then you could start 4 of these running backs and 1 quarterback, I guess. Like, so he has to bench either a quarterback or a running back here?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, it's a super flex. That's
okay, so it's start 2, 1 flex, and a super flex. So I guess the question is, do you start Geno Smith or Jordan Mason, who would be the lowest ranked running back for me here?
You have Jordan Mason the lowest ranked?
Yeah, I have Chase Brown 1 spot ahead of him.
Yeah, no, that's a close one for me. I have Chase Brown at 15 and Mason at 18, but like you can even make the argument of them flipped given the matchup for Chase Brown, and they both have backup quarterbacks in. But I'm willing to trust Chase Brown 1 more week. I agree with you there.
But the question here is, do you have Geno? Would you start Geno over either of those 2, or would you just go with the 4 running backs? Because I actually think I'd probably sit Geno Smith
against Washington.
Like, Geno sucked this week, man. He looked so bad.
The thing is,
Brock isn't really 100% right now.
Yeah, that's close. I mean, if this is a 6-point passing touchdown, you go with Geno. If it's a 4-point, though, I think I agree with you.
Yeah. Geno sucks, man.
If it's a 6-point, though, you can't not.
I'm a big Geno hater. I've always been a Geno hater. He fucking stinks.
But even you have to admit, though, like,
yeah, it's a quarterback. Like, I mean, quarterbacks generally going to have a higher floor and decent production. Do I see a 3 touchdown game coming from Geno Smith? No. I think he'll get you 15 points.
Okay, interesting offer. I like the left side very comfortably.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, still the left side very comfortably.
So yeah, Bucky and JT swap out. McConkey for like Olave and Debo is probably a fair trade, and then DJ Moore for Metcalf probably swaps. And yeah, you're probably going with the left side there.
Yes, sir.
John here. Bo Nix would
next.
be over Daniel Jones for me. Running back James Conner is pretty easy. BTJ. And then it'll come down to Igbuka versus Keenan Allen. As of right now, I would go Igbuka, assuming
if
he's
Igbuka
healthy,
plays, I'll go with him.
What's up?
I like Igbuka, assuming he plays.
Yeah, I'd go Igbuka, assuming he plays. But if he's like pitch count, limited, that kind of thing, definitely go with Keenan Allen in that situation. I'll probably make an adjustment to my rankings if that gets announced here. Some people are asking in the chat here how to ask questions. I'm just going to drop the link really quick. Even though we have plenty that we have to get to still, I want to make sure that people get their questions in.
Sure.
Skip line. Okay. If you guys do want to get a question asked there, that is the way to do it. Flockfantasy.com.
Jalen Waddle active, by the way.
Okay. PG low? I don't know, man. I think Chase Brown and Jalen Hurts for nothing seems like a good deal for you.
Did you fire him a voucher?
Yeah, throw him a voucher. PG low is the name of his username there if you want to throw him one.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're getting free players, here, take this.
Yeah, I would let you resubmit that. Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, and T. Higgins for JSN. I think I want JSN there.
Yeah, JSN.
Bill is a fraud.
No, he's not. That's not the reason we're taking
as a fellow Corey, I know he has the J in front of it. I'm going to call him a fraud because he's not going by his real name. Why is his name Bill, by the way?
It's just what he goes by, Little Bill.
Why?
It's a TV show, Bill Cosby show.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe watch this guy around drinks then. Drake London versus AJ Brown.
Someone needs to keep a track of that guy.
Yeah, someone keep an eye on him around drinks that aren't covered. Drake London all day.
I was going to say, if you said AJ Brown and TJ Hawkinson,
brother,
I was leaving the stream.
TJ Hawkinson is ass right now.
Glad you agree.
And even though I have AJ Brown and Drake London not that far apart, it might as well be a pretty seismic gap at this point.
Dude, I was scared you were going to say the wrong side for a second.
No, I do love me some AJ. And like I said on the Panic Meter show, my concern for the Eagles offense is a 1 out of 10 right now. Like I'm not concerned at all. I still got to go Drake London there. Smitty, Chase Brown.
Right side.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're getting a free Hollywood here easily. And yeah, Chase Brown better than Hampton. Not much else need to say there. Oh, I didn't actually hit the winner side of that. Okay. Anyways.
G-Body.
Congrats on your win this week because you're rolling Josh Allen against the Dolphins. Bijan also congrats on your win because you have him against Carolina. God, that's a fear factor, having Bijan. It pisses me off so much that I didn't draft ETN because if I just had ETN right now, I feel like my lineup would be so dominant and I had the opportunity. It's not like, looking back at the draft board, I could have drafted him. It's that I had him versus Ayuk. Who am I going to draft? And I picked Ayuk, which was dumb.
You got Mark Andrews as well, at least.
Fucking guy reeks. Guy reeks.
Tataroa.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison is the other one.
I have JMO ranked higher than him.
I mean, he's going to find the flex, I think, anyways. I would put him over Hampton this week. I'd
go with too. Good JMO.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Hear me out. Jake Ferguson's going to outscore them all.
I mean, that's probably not going to happen. What the hell? I guess QJ's been great so far. I mean, maybe he should be higher than wide receiver 50 for me, but like,
yeah, that's a little bit of hate.
Do you buy this with QJ?
No,
I don't
bro,
buy this.
Come on. I don't buy this.
I think he's fine. I think he's going to be a wide receiver 4 rest of season, but like,
I have him at wide receiver 44 rest of season, so a little bit higher than you.
Watch him just have like a fucking wide receiver 1 season and Lad be like a wide receiver 3 and I'll just hate my life.
He's CD Lamb 2.0, bro.
QJ eventually becoming a wide receiver 1 would be the biggest reverse Uno in fucking fantasy football history. I swear to God.
Almost as big as Devontae Adams.
Yeah, no, bigger. I don't think QJ's gotten the fucking. I don't think Devontae Adams got the scrutiny that QJ gets.
Dude, Devontae Adams wasn't good until like year 4.
Right, but was he consistently a punchline who was dragged in every
he had
about drops possible?
He had the worst coverage grade versus man coverage, I'm pretty sure, according to reception perception.
That's crazy that he did that kind of a 180. It's
how do you develop
level 180?
Dude, you know Devontae Adams didn't post a 1,000-yard year until 2018, and that he got drafted in 2014.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would be like, okay, well, that would have been 5 years after he was drafted. The 2021 draft, I guess that would be. That would be Elijah Moore having 1,000 yards this year, or Rashad Bateman having 1,000. I mean, Rashad was pretty good last year, even.
Yeah, for real.
I'm going Breece Hall and T. Higgins here pretty easily.
Yeah, I will lean there as well.
All right, we're into today's questions at least.
I love Walker. You cannot give up a first for him. You could not give up an early to mid first.
No, not right now. Not if he really takes over that. Like, there's a world coming into the season. What I have said, maybe you give up a first for Kenneth Walker, even if it was potentially early to mid. I think if you're a contender and it was someone else's first, you could get away with it. But yeah, I think you got to take the early to mid one at this point in time.
I have EDJ Neighbors. Hope leak is linked. So Jalen Warren.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't really matter at this point. Bucky Irving is just probably going to be the better asset at this point in time, and you're getting better receivers depth-wise than Jalen Warren.
Yeah, I think you go with
like even if you prefer Collins, I think you got to go with this side.
Yep.
Start sit question here. Teteroa McMillan versus Harrison. Do you have Harrison or McMillan higher?
Teteroa.
Okay, and then in the flex, it'll be Harrison versus Mason, probably.
You go Mason against Cincy, I think.
I think Harrison, not against JC Horn, looks different this week, but yeah, I think I probably got to go Mason there.
Yeah, where do I have Harrison this week? I have him at wide receiver 24. Go and prove it to me. San Francisco.
Really? You have him that low, eh?
San Francisco, 192 passing yards per game allowed last year, and they've been equally as dominant so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably move him down from where I have him currently.
Like, honestly, God, I'm looking at it right now. There's no way I can rank him above Cortland Sutton, and probably even. I mean, DK Metcalf is actually tough. I think I have to.
I have Metcalf at 17. I actually really like Metcalf this week, but
Gonzalez is back.
Yeah, I know he is, but like the Patriots have been ass against the pass, even with Gonzalez coming back. I feel pretty decent about Metcalf being able to do some damage there.
He's probably gonna get shouted though.
Probably. I'll move him down once Gonzalez gets officially announced because he's just practicing right now and he didn't play in week 1 and week 2.
Sure.
Harrison, I don't know why you think Cortland Sutton's like unbeatable right now. He's been kind of shit.
Oh no, man, Harrison, you got to prove a lot to me, brother.
I get that. I just think Sutton's like whatever right now.
Yeah, I mean they're 25 and 26. It's not like I'm fucking giving praise to either.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I would take Debo without fucking Jaden Daniels over both this week.
Oh, why is this team review coming up? This is, by the way, this is the team I was referring to. Like, what? How do you say this? Logo Bully?
Logo Bully.
Okay. Anyways, we'll remove team reviews for now. Again, anybody who got a team review, if you absolutely need an answer like ASAP, once the stream is done, if we don't have time to get to it, we can send you one offline. But otherwise, we'll probably just wait until Sunday morning or Monday night to do those, if you don't mind. But message us if you need it ASAP. JN2324. It's a 2 flex league, need 2 wide receiver, 1 flex to fill. Okay. Odunze, did I just see his name or am I baked? No, that's DJ Moore. Smitty would be my number 1 of this group.
I would put Moore over Smitty.
Okay, well, they're pretty close for me, and he needs 2, so we'll just put them both in.
They're 27 and 28 for me.
Yeah, I have them 26 and 20 and 30. Sorry. I guess that's just it. Those are the guys. I mean, you can't trust with those 2 options. You don't need a trustworthy. Just wait for him to prove it to you.
Definitely not trusting Stephon Diggs. He's too busy getting Cardi B pregnant. Apparently.
Yeah, he's too busy busting in Cardi B to run routes.
He's too busy raw dogging Cardi B.
Yeah, RJ Harvey and Kai. This is an interesting trade question here. Kyron and RJ Harvey for Sutton and James Conner. I need to move Kyron down my rankings for what it's worth.
38's kind of yucky.
I got to move him down.
Yeah, it doesn't look appealing when you see him there. Where you have him?
Huh?
Where are you going to end up ranking him?
Well, so he's RB 15. I got to move him below this. Gun to my head, would I rather have Kyron Williams or Amari and Hampton rest of the season?
Amari and Hampton, dude.
Yeah, that's probably correct. Okay, so I just moved him down to give you an idea of where he fell. Dude. He is now at 50 for me. So
I have my 54.
Pretend that says 50 for Kyron Williams.
Honestly, God, why I might take Javonte Williams and Chuba Hubbard over him.
I have Chuba over. You should have Chuba higher than this. Like Waze belongs way higher than this territory.
Okay, I'll move him up to 47.
Javonte versus Kyron. Give me one more week and I might be there. Like I can't. Like I'm not there yet, but I give me one more week and I might be there.
Kyron at 56 overall. Woohoo! 65%.
With Kyron in the context that you have him at 56, I have him at 50. You probably go James Conner and Sutton then, right?
Yes. We really just dirt napped.
Dude, fucking Avery's going even further down the fucking expert rankings.
Avery's
the only one giving him hope on Kyron.
Dude, even I had him at 41. I dropped him 15 rankings because I realized
after Isaiah Pacheco has 19 points this week, I might send him an offer.
Jesus.
Okay. If Isaiah Pacheco has 3 points again this week, I'm gonna have to fucking crawl.
You need to send him an offer for Devontae Smith, bro. Also, Jesus
what do you
Christ.
think I've been trying to do all week, dude? Dude, I sent him worthy for Devontae Smith straight on Monday.
Bro, Avery's got a lower score than fucking Finasteride now.
Oof.
Oh, no, he's 12.
I sent Avery worthy for Devontae Smith straight up on Monday. And on Monday, he said, I'm close to doing this. But I think he was tilted. And later in the week, he was like, yeah, I'm going to hold Devontae for one more week. But I wanted to do worthy for Devontae straight. That's what I wanted to do.
He's lower by the expert rankings than Finasteride now.
That's tough. That's a tough look.
That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, this is an interesting trade offer. Breece Hall, Harrison, Rice for McMillan, Chase Brown, Golden. I think Golden's clearly the worst player in this deal, so I'd probably lean with the left side.
We're back to 1 and 2. And yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, especially the upside of the Rice side of that deal too is that really cooks.
Yeah.
Sam
I feel for him. That's tough.
PPR starts 7. I have a lot of depth, or another trade I could do is Igbuka, Devontae Smith, ETN for Henry. Okay, so let's talk about the trade that he has on the table here. I'm not giving this up for BTJ. Call me skeptical. I just think it's too much.
It's a lot. I just had that trade accepted for Igbuka and Devontae for BTJ's a W with my depth. I mean, I guess let's look at the my team's portion. Let's see what's on the wire. Because we'll say BTJ plus whatever's available. And he's
he's got like Downs is available.
Okay. So. Yeah. Loveland's available, dude.
I mean, he also has such a goated team that he's just looking to consolidate here. My thing here, Sam, is that like I'd probably just go after a better receiver than BTJ with those two guys. It's not that I don't think that's a fine deal. It is. I just would rather get a better receiver. Like, is AJ Brown available for that? Yeah, I mean, we don't agree on who's like where AJ Brown is.
I mean, he's not better than BTJ.
Get close to Justin Jefferson for that, man.
I mean, AJ Brown absolutely is not better than BTJ rest of the season, but that's a topic for another story.
Let's do it. AJ Brown versus BTJ rest of the season. All fucking day, dude.
Write it down. Ooh, when I get a fucking offense that throws the ball 40 times in 2 games. Yes, you.
Hey, at least my quarterback could hit the goddamn receiver, dude.
Hey, dude, he doesn't have to hit it as often if he's throwing it 25 more times in 2 weeks. Actually, probably more than that. 35? 35.
Yeah. Brock Purdy, a game time decision for week 3. I didn't think he was coming back anytime soon.
Pierre, we're going in order. So we're going in order.
I saw his question, Pierre, your question came through, but as you can see here, the questions that are on the deck right now are 20 hours ago. We will get to your question, I promise you, before kickoff, but it might be a little bit of time still.
Yeah. I mean, we still have an hour 15 left in the stream, but we should be able to get to everything like pretty swiftly.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I would say for now, just hold the Igbuka side. I also wouldn't do
it.
Devontae Smith and ETN for Henry. That's a little bit too much.
I mean, he already did the deal. He got BTJ.
Oh, right.
Did he?
No, he had Igbuka.
Brother, you're not reading the YouTube chat.
Oh, he did do the deal. Okay, I see.
But yeah. I don't mind doing this in the context, but I would have aimed a little bit higher. Like I honestly,
if you could have gone for Collins or London with those two guys, I think you might have been able to get to them, and I would prefer them to BTJ.
So Pierre, so what's going to happen is on the site, we're going to click the next question button, and what happens is because we have the link stream, the stream linked via streamer mode. Basically, what will happen is in your DMs on Flock, it will timestamp where we answered your question.
Yeah, it'll basically say, "Hey, we answered your question. Click this link to go access it." If you don't want to stick around for the whole time, you could always, come back in 20 minutes or whatever and see where we're at in the question. Yours will obviously say like 20 minutes ago.
Jared Goff over Kyler, not even thinking twice.
Yeah, Jared Goff easily over Kyler this week. James Cook, congrats on your W. He's going to go ballistic tonight. Kamara versus Chase Brown. You got a preference there?
Kamara.
Really? I actually have Chase Brown one spot higher.
I like Kamara here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you Kamara there. Chase Brown might find the flex anyways. Odunze and Jefferson are the receivers. And then tight end, you're going Ferguson over Kincaid for sure.
Yeah.
I want to see one thing I will say, though, as a Kincaid manager in the Flock League, let's see some better usage tonight. I'm not playing him. I'm going to play Pitts. And if Pitts doesn't play because he popped up on the injury report randomly today, I'll have to go with Andrews on Monday night, which gives me...
That would suck if Pitts didn't play the week after you traded for him.
Yeah, that would really suck. You're right. But what I would like to see is, hey, Dalton Kincaid, how about we run 80% of the routes and have 6 targets in this game? Let's do something useful with your life for a change. Chase Brown versus Travis Hunter. You got to go Chase Brown by a country mile there. LeShadowed. Jordan Mason versus Travis Etienne versus Kyron versus Javonte. A lot of good options here. I do have Travis the highest of this group. But I have a feeling if you have a flex question, Jordan will probably find his way into it. Tight end, Kraft versus Kelsey. I mean, Kraft. You're going to know.
If Kraft plays, it's Kraft.
Yeah, if Kraft plays, it's Kraft. If Kraft doesn't play, you just roll with Kelsey on Sunday night. JSN, Jordan Mason, Kyron, Javonte. This is just a good-ass team. You got to go JSN, though. You have to play him right
JSN
now.
All day. I mean, JSN.
Many targets.
So,
good-ass fucking team, though.
I've already basically started my wide receiver rankings like pretty steady. Like prepping them for the video on Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to tweak them a little bit, of course, but like I have basically the strong foundation of what I'm going into this week as. And right now I have JSN at 7 actually, a wide receiver.
Yeah, he's got to be treated as a top 10 receiver. And like you could make the argument, okay, maybe some regressions coming, maybe he's a sell high right now, but like given the way that territory of receiver is performing, he's just outperforming all of them by a lot.
And you're gonna love this. Our guys coming in at 10 and 11. Roma Dunze 10, Zay Flowers at 11. Look at us. Who would have thought?
It's almost as if I had Zay Flowers on my buy lows in Dynasty for fucking 4 straight months, at least like January buy lows, March buy lows, April, May buy lows. Zay Flowers every time he was in that video.
Dude, the expert consensus agrees, bro. The expert consensus has him as 11.6 this week. 13.2 for Zay, 11.6 for Dunze. But even still, like, look at us, man.
He's rest of season wide receiver 12, I'm pretty sure, when you look at my Flock League team as well.
Yeah, so I'm curious where Dunze is because if he is much lower than that, like
I'd rather have Flowers than Odunze. It's arguable for sure, but I'd rather have Flowers.
I would have a Dunze, but I mean, I had that rest of the season going into the year.
Hey,
I have.
What's funny? You know what's funny though? You know what was your line on Zay Flowers in the offseason?
With no upside.
Yeah, but what was the line that you said? Like specific player that was outscoring him?
Oh, Josh Downs.
No. Keenan Allen.
Oh, Adam Thielen. Keenan Allen, yeah.
Keenan Allen's almost outscoring him still, though.
That's good.
Even though Zay Flowers is playing really well. Keenan Allen's right on his tail.
Dude, there's 3 players I mentioned just outscored Zay Flowers. It was Josh Downs, it was Keenan Allen, it was Adam Thielen.
Keenan Allen's making me look dumb for fading him in best ball. I'll give him that.
Yeah, dude, I was somehow in on him.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not sure what this question is because everything's filled out. If we just had to rank these players, I guess it would be Gibbs, Hubbard, Pollard for me.
Wide receivers, I would go with Odunze, BTJ, Garrett Wilson, Igbuka.
Really, Odunze over BTJ this week?
This week, absolutely. Yeah,
I don't think it's outrageous by any means. It's a little surprising.
I have Odunze at 10, Zay Flowers at 11, BTJ at 12.
Yeah, and did you say Garrett over Igbuka or Igbuka over Garrett?
I have Garrett at 20 right now.
Okay, yeah, so Garrett over Igbuka. So I don't know what your question was there, Kyle, but that's how we rank the players if you had to decide between some of them. Marvin Harrison versus Ricky Pearsall. I'm going with Marv there. And then tight end, Bowers is always in your lineup, assuming he plays. Yep. Worst case, you go with Jawan Jennings. Maybe try and sell high on him, knowing that you have Bowers.
I might double tight end with Jawan Johnson here. I think he's the best flex.
No, I go Ricky Pearsall.
I didn't see Pearsall first.
Yeah, we're going Ricky.
Go Pearsall.
Ricky there.
I thought the question was like Cedric Tillman versus Jawan Johnson. At that point, give me Jawan.
And Hunter at 13. No, Hunter ain't that high. It would be funny though if you were still dug in on Hunter. You're like, he's my wide receiver 16 rest of the season.
No. I mean, I dropped him to 23. I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. But I also dropped him to the 30s in my wide receiver rankings this week, so that didn't feel good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Igbuka, Allen for Sutton.
Yeah, this is close, man. I need a quarterback and need a win. Should I make this? Okay, let me just quickly look at.
Who's your running backs if you do this?
Yeah. So like that guy needs a running back. I mean, you'd have Henderson as your starter.
I'm keeping Achan, bro. You can't
go.
make this
First
move
of
with those
all,
running backs.
Russell Wilson doesn't need to be on your roster. Go pick up Matthew Stafford.
Dude, go drop fucking Evan Ingram for Colson Loveland immediately. What are we?
Yes,
No.
please also do that. Drop Evan Ingram for Colston Loveland. Go pick up Matthew Stafford to play this week if Purdy doesn't play, because apparently he could. Go with Matthew Stafford this week, and don't do that trade. As much as Josh Allen would be awesome and he would really help you, I can't give up Devon Achane knowing you'd have to rely on Trevion Henderson going forward.
Pierre, if you just let us know the adjustment that you need to make if you're in the chat, then we can handle it for you. If you're not in the chat by the time that we get to it, then we can just leave you a voucher. Like it's usually
we'll send you a voucher if you didn't do it correctly. That's kind of our policy around here, even if it's your first time.
But if you're in chat, you can give us the context in chat. We can just easily answer it as well. So it depends if you're in here.
Lodge Legend here. So we're starting to make some headway on these questions here. I'd say we're probably 25-ish more before we're caught up.
Not bad.
Running back, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Taylor are going to be locked in there.
Sleep like a baby.
Forward.
Puka Nacua.
Yeah, and Waddle, I would not play him over Deebo Samuel.
I go Deebo and Olave probably over him.
Yeah, I would as well.
I think that's the lineup.
Yeah, you're sitting like if you guys have Waddle, like to give you guys an idea of where I have him going tonight for Jalen Waddle.
I have him at 40.
He's at 47 for me. Like I'm not starting him, dude. I'm not starting him tonight. I know it's like a good game script and all that kind of stuff, but he sounds like he's one bad hit away from getting taken out of the game. And
you're right. I'm dropping him.
Bills are bottom 5 in passing yards allowed too. So even though I think the Dolphins could keep this one close, I think it will be as a result of Devon Achane and Tyreek Hill, not Jalen Waddle because he's bad.
That's a good point. I would start Cooper Kupp over him with that info. I totally forgot about the injury coming in.
Like I have like Marquise Brown, Quentin Johnston, Michael Pittman Jr. Like I'd start Cooper Kupp. I would start all those guys over Jalen Waddle right now.
I think we're gonna have Keon Coleman at wide receiver 40 this week because Miami cannot cover a fly.
They cannot. Slush Monkey here, not putting in Smith until I see otherwise. I would play Smith over these options. Now, I get being pissed at him because he hasn't produced right now, but I'm playing him over these options.
We got a pissed off manager right here.
If you want to set the tone on him, this is your roster. You're allowed to do.
Honest to God, yo, just for the meme upside there, if you wanted to sit him for Pearsall so he could learn a lesson, like I wouldn't hate that.
I mean, if you wanna do it, go nuts. I just personally would start Devontae Smith.
You have to teach him a lesson. How is he gonna know not to fuck around with you if he doesn't get put on the bench?
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking have to do the same thing. I'm gonna have to throw McNichols out there instead of Pacheco if he has 3 points again next week. Right time to sell Igbukah. Okay, I need to address this because I've seen a million people posit this idea. Every like vanilla milkshake fantasy analyst goes, you got to sell Igbukah because once Chris Godwin comes back, Igbukah is not going to be getting the same target share. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but Igbukah is not commanding a high level of targets right now.
He's scoring a lot of touchdowns.
He's scoring a lot of touchdowns. And newsflash, the offense doesn't have Tristan Wirfs, Cody Mauch, who's now on IR, and Luke Gadecki, who's going to be out for the next 4 games. Once Wirfs comes back, the offense will be producing better. And once Godwin comes back, the offense will be producing better. Not to mention, it's his first 2 NFL games, guys. Olabisi Johnson played over Justin Jefferson in the first 2 weeks. So Igbukah scoring 3 touchdowns, not really that concerned. I think it's more progression as a player that you should be concerned with. So am I selling Igbukah? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I am not selling Igbukah because Godwin might come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Keenan Allen, Tyler Warren versus Igbukah, Hunter Henry, and Tracy. Speaking of selling Igbukah, this is a question here. What are your thoughts on this deal?
I want the Igbukah side.
I do too, but like these guys are kind of useless.
If you need a tight end, I think this is solid.
This is a solid offer for sure. Like I just said, I'm not selling Igbukah, but like Keenan's a decent producer and Warren's a great tight end.
Can you get someone better than Keenan? Like
Rice and Fannin are on your bench. Like I'm cool rolling with Fannin going forward. Like I don't think you need to make that move. And with Rice coming back, I think he'll be a great option for you. Bean ads, shout out. Jalen Warren versus Rashee Rice, country mile Rashee Rice.
Yeah, and I actually like Warren, but Rashee.
Worried about T. Higgins versus Metcalf. I guess this would be kind of buying low on the Jake Browning experience.
Dude, respectfully, he says, I'm worried about T rest of the season. Even if you're worried about T, dude, Jake Browning and the Bengals offense is still going to be better than Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers offense.
Yeah, probably. Aaron Rodgers already getting pissed off with receivers not being in the right spot. So I would say,
Pierre, we answered you a couple times, by the way.
Pierre, we'll get to your question when we get to it. If it's answered wrong, we'll send you a free voucher. Don't worry about it.
If you're in here, you can clarify the mistake that was on it. If you're not in here, we will send you the voucher.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. Tucker Kraft.
What?
Nick Chubb.
Not remotely enough. 10
Yeah.
team start 7 is Tucker Kraft.
Assuming Kraft is okay, this is Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, I mean, this is a top 4 tight end rest of the season. You take it.
Not over Warren, but top 5. Muffin Man.
I mean, both over Sam Laporta and Tucker Kraft.
No, I have Laporta over both of them personally.
No, not at all.
I just love the Lions offense, man. I want pieces of it. I'll take the inconsistencies. I'll live with Laporta's the new Kittle to me, where it's like he's going to have
Laporta's not remotely
as so much talent.
He's not remotely the caliber of player that Kittle is, and Kraft might be.
But the offense is just as good as the peak 49ers offense.
Give me the elite player in a very, very good offense.
I think Laporta's an elite player too.
I've
been Laporta pilled for a while.
Laporta's a good tight end. Laporta's a very good tight end. He ain't Tucker Kraft, and he doesn't sniff him.
I disagree. I think he's better than Kraft.
Kraft is much better.
Before that Thursday night football game, nobody thought that Tucker Kraft was better than Sam Laporta.
Kraft is much better, dude. Trust me.
I don't know. I'm still Laporta pilled. Maybe it's a buy low on Laporta type beat for me. Hunter versus Jennings. You got to probably go Jennings this week, right?
Jawan just had a 5 for 89 and a touchdown. Dude, I love Travis Hunter, but you cannot play a 60% route player of last week above a guy that can do that. You can't. Until I see it from Travis Hunter, I mean, I can't really bench him in the flock.
It's crazy that Danny just said until I see it from Travis Hunter. That came out of your mouth.
Well, I have him as wide receiver 37 this week. So it's like he's a wide receiver 4 for me in my rankings this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Not into the microphone. Zach Ertz versus Mark Andrews. As disgusting as this sounds, if Jaden doesn't play, you have to play Andrews, I think.
No. Ertz.
53 point over under.
Look at what Andrews has done in the last 2 games.
I know he's so bad.
Dude, Ertz is like the tight end 3 in fantasy right now. You're not playing fucking Mark Andrews over him. What are you talking about?
I know. I don't want to.
What are we talking about?
Dude, I know. Here's
fantasy points in 2 games.
Here's all I'll say. Andrew's about to have 20 fantasy points because he's going to be on my bench. That's all I'm going to say.
Sure, but he's got 2 fantasy points through 2 games. You know what Zach Ertz does? Zach Ertz does 30.
He's pissing down his leg. It's hot urine down the pants.
Hey, it's no disrespect to Sam Laporta. Tucker Kraft is a different gravy, bro. That's my take.
That's such an outlandish take because it wasn't true until 1 week ago.
Not based off volume. If this guy's getting the volume, we're talking about Kittle 2.0. That's
okay. Well, until Tucker Kraft is a top 3 season in points per game, I'm not saying he's better than Sam Laporta.
You're quoting volume stats. That's what you're quoting right now.
What do you mean volume stats? He was great his rookie season.
That's a volume stat. He's produced more than Tucker Kraft. I'm talking God-given ability, and now he's in a situation to actually command that volume.
I just don't agree.
God-given ability, like Tucker Kraft might actually be like a top 3 tight end in the league.
They're both like the exact same level of athleticism.
Oh, dude. No.
They tested exactly the same.
Kraft is different gravy, bro. I'm telling you.
Why did you hijack my guy? It annoys me that now I'm like the anti-Tucker Kraft guy.
Kraft
I've been dick riding him for 3 years.
He's different gravy, I'm telling you.
Okay. My highest rostered fantasy football tight end across my Dynasty portfolio, and I have to talk down on him.
Ambiguity. Are you saying if you don't, then you're going off a pipe? Brother, have you seen my underdog portfolio of Tucker Kraft?
Yeah, no, I got bags of Kraft on underdog and Dynasty wise too. I love the rage baiting from both of you. Yeah. You can't start Ramondre here, right?
No, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is
if you don't want to go with Hunter. If you don't want to go with Hunter.
Yeah. If you want to go with Hunter, I'm fine with it, but I'd probably go with Kupp.
Like I have Hunter ranked higher, but I'm answering on the basis that not a lot of people are going to have Hunter where I have him ranked.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, right?
Pluto.
Like I would start Hunter as wide receiver 37 this week, and I'm sure a lot of people will say Cooper Kupp's playing all the snaps. They would prefer to go with them. I think that's reasonable.
I have Kupp ahead of Hunter straight up in my rankings. I have Hunter at 44.
Weeklies, right?
Yeah.
I think that's totally reasonable. Cooper Kupp had a really good role last week.
Yeah.
I have Cooper Kupp at wide receiver 41 this week.
Fair enough. Yeah. Pluto, aka the planet Danny's on for the Tucker Kraft plays.
Ambiguity. Colson Loveland as well. Tucker Kraft was my tight end 8 coming into the season. And he was like tight end 13 on the market. I love Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, this is kind of my opinion on it. You can love Tucker Kraft as much as you want. I just think your anti-Laporta is probably the wrong.
It's not even anti-Laporta. I think the top tier of tight end, McBride, Bowers, Kittle, like talent-wise, pure talent. Tucker Kraft will be the next guy up for me, pure talent. Or McBride. So that would be tight end 5 in the league talent-wise is where I'd have him.
Okay.
Bowers,
also,
Kittle,
McBride.
What
the fuck are you saying about me, bro? You think I'm patrolling elementary schools? What are you saying here? Was I walking by the playground while the Ladster was in elementary school?
Ambiguity, you're joking, right? I had him 5 spots ahead of the market. I had him like 75% ahead of where the market had him. What are we talking about?
No, he ain't tight end 8 anymore, dude.
He is tight end 8 anymore. He's tight end
before the season. He was tight end 8.
He's tight end 3 for me rest of the season. He was top 8 coming into the year.
Yeah, no, top 8 coming into the year, not tight end 8 now.
Yeah.
He ain't. There's tight end 8 in my rank. You know what disgusting tight end is? Tight end 8 in my rankings rest of the season is fucking Kyle Pitts.
Dude, what ambiguity? What do you mean even before? Nobody fucking had Tucker Kraft in their top 8. I was one of the only guys that did. What are you saying?
Ambiguity. This is revisionist history.
What are you saying?
He was like tight end 13.
What are you saying? Nobody fucking drafted him there. Nobody did. I don't know where you're quoting these stats. I'm bewildered.
I think ambiguity's rage baiting you.
I'm bewildered right now. This is 100% rage bait.
Okay, Bill or Sutton?
Bill or Sutton? Sutton.
Hey, if Dynasty Dad and Snoog had him tight end 5 or 6 in redraft, more power to him. They might have been talking about Dynasty for what it's worth because they're Dynasty creators primarily.
Fucking Dylan. No, I know. I'm just passionate, bro. There will be actual people and I've seen it in the comments before. Like, Danny, how are you taking credit for Tucker Kraft? Loveland's your guy. It's like I had both of them aggressively ranked. What are we talking about?
Zach Charbonnet again doesn't practice Thursday.
Fire up the K-Walk.
Yeah.
I hope Charbonnet's okay for his own sake.
Are you going to start Johnson here or are you going to start Kelsey out of curiosity? It's actually close.
Fuck. I have Kelsey at 6 and Joanna at 8.
Yeah, I'd roll with Kelsey there. Pluto. Shout out to the former planet.
Warren.
Sharps was your guy. Now you're rage.
Yeah. The thing is, I didn't actually get the tone for a second, so I actually got rage. So it was good bait.
It's so funny that was so clearly rage bait, and you still fucking.
I know.
For it. You're so gullible. It's insane.
Fuck you, Arthur.
Trey D533. My league has an option to start a running back or wide receiver for the second RB slot, so it's a flex. My tight end is Andrew, being offered Warren for Ibuka. Okay. I like Warren in this deal, but he also lists other trades here. I'm being offered Warren for Ibuka, Evans, Debo, Keenan. So, I mean, if it's Keenan, get rid of Keenan and hold the other guy.
Keenan and Debo, I would flip. If not, I would hold.
Yeah. But yeah, Keenan, absolutely do that. And then, yeah, your league has an option to start a running back or wide receiver. I mean, yeah, I guess it's going to make wide receivers more valuable, but given the tight end advantage that you don't have with Mark Andrews, who can't catch a cold right now, you got to roll with Warren.
Oh, and to need to win, Drake May this week for sure.
Yeah, I'd go with Drake May. The Chargers defense can absolutely put Bo in a blender if possible. And then Odunze versus AJ would be pretty close for me, but I'd probably roll Odunze and then AJ would be the other guy I'd go with.
Kenneth Walker for
sure. If Charbonnet's out, then I'd go with Kenneth Walker over AJ.
Kenneth Walker for sure.
If Charbonnet's out. But we'll go AJ.
I mean, I have Tetaroa above AJ, but that's another can of peas.
Yeah, I can't quite get there, but that's reasonable. They're close for my rankings. Also, so did Kyle Pitts get downgraded really quick? I just want to check this practice report really quick.
He traded for a hurt player.
He wasn't hurt when I fucking traded for him. He got added to the injury report today.
Did you curse them?
Yeah, of course I did. I literally said at the beginning of the week, I'm like, I'm sure this will go well. I trade for fucking Kyle Pitts and he's probably going to stink. Jay Blaze 20. I'd be throwing in a 2028 third as well.
For what?
Sure.
For what?
2 irrelevant shitters in this deal. Kelsey for Diggs. I guess give me Diggs. Sure.
Diggs. Sure. I don't know. Do what your heart desires. Also, Jawan Jennings didn't practice today.
He didn't practice? Brother, you know what was good news? That's copium that I'm telling myself right now. Kyle Shanahan said that the week 5 to 6 target timeline for Brandon Ayuk is looking decent. Shout out to Ayuk. No matter what, baby.
This is actually hilarious. Make the trade in the Flock League. Mason now has the best running back room and the worst wide receiver room, and now I have.
Don't you think I've tried, Dylan? Mason thinks his wide receivers are good. I've offered him wide receivers, and he'll go. I offered him.
He's talking about me, by the way, because he said I have the best wide receiver room.
Oh, sorry. Well, my receiver depth is solid as well, and the dude literally thinks his receivers are fine. Like he goes, Josh Downs would be like my wide receiver 5. I'm like, brother, Stephon Diggs is your wide receiver 3 right now.
Ooh, we got Dylan narking. I love it.
He said he's shitting himself.
He's putting on a facade for us, but in reality, he's freaking out to his viewers.
Well, what I said to because he has a point. I offer him some guys, and he's like, well, I'd rather just flex Pollard and ETN or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fair. But like, also, do you feel comfortable with 2 good receivers? Like, don't you want to shift off of some of your running backs and get a receiver instead? That was my point to him. But yeah, I guess he just doesn't like my guys. Jordan Mason and Buka for Brian Thomas Jr. I think I want Buka and Mason there, given the workload. Mason, just because of tradability factor, I think Mason's going to be. You could probably, after 2 weeks of Mason getting a huge workload, trade him straight up for Brian Thomas Jr.
I gotta go BTJ here, bro. Keep it a stack.
That's close. I'll give it. It's close, man. It's close. If you want to go for BTJ, I think that's totally fine.
CeeDee Lamb. I don't need to see the other side.
It's
your Bichon.
I need to see the other side. I'm not going to say it's not CeeDee Lamb quickly, but Wilson and Bowers, man, those are some good ass options.
CeeDee Lamb.
Let me see the team.
10 team start, 7 CeeDee Lamb.
Also, it's showing a Flock League, which is on top. Yeah, 10 team start 7's got to be CeeDee Lamb, I think. But Bowers in a 10 team start 7 is also fucking goated for what it's worth.
CeeDee Lamb might be the highest scoring player in fantasy this year. You got to take that in a 10 team start 7.
Really, Danny? You like CeeDee Lamb?
I do.
Chuba, Nico for Worthy, Evans, Hampton.
Chuba, Nico.
I mean, the ceiling play is obviously the Hampton Worthy Evans side because that could work out really well for somebody. But yeah, I think you got to go Chuba and Nico.
12 team start 7. I'm assuming there's probably a decent player on waivers as well.
Yeah, you got to go with Chuba and Nico there. Gibby from iCarly, Travis Etienne, and Lad McConkey. Danny,
Free
by
Travis.
the way, kind of the embodiment of Gibby from iCarly on
Gibby.
JSN for it's got to go.
Yeah, right side all day. Holy crap! I need to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, I need some fucking food, dude.
Water. I haven't eaten since like 11 a.m. At least I ate today, Corey. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, you ate today. There you go. We're actually almost caught up here, so we might actually have a chance to get to some of these team reviews. Tristan Mann, 18.
It's a good lineup.
Yeah, Goff,
quarterbacks.
Irving, Walker. Yeah, I mean, maybe you got an option there. Maybe the flex. I mean, okay. Running back wise, Walker and Irving. You're not taking any out for Hampton, Godwin, Pierce.
I think you said the lineup as is. I think the biggest topic of conversation is
Laporta over Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, I think the biggest topic of conversation is Hampton versus Evans, but I think I go Evans, especially given the Igbuka news.
Yeah, no, for sure, and yeah, definitely go Laporta over Juwan there. Parker B, Breece Hall, and George Pickens. This is a dynasty question in exchange for Nico Collins.
Nico. Sorry, I didn't even have to think about that.
I would say once I update my dynasty rankings, which I'm going to do on Saturday, I'm going to move Nico down a little bit. I'll probably move Breece up a little bit, maybe Pickens up a little bit. So this will come a little bit closer than my ranking says right now. But I think
have Nico too low.
Slightly prefer Nico. He's going to be lower than this.
Spoiler alert. It shouldn't be.
We'll see what happens this week. But if he has another bad game, he absolutely should be lower than this.
No, he shouldn't anyways.
What if he has 6 for 40 this week? And he's still going to have him as a top 24 dynasty asset?
It's an elite fucking wide receiver. I'm not overreacting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways, Zay Flowers
receiver will be like wide receiver 36 in points per game.
Sure, it's 3 fucking weeks for an elite talent, anyways.
All right.
Marvin Harrison Jr., Mecca Igbokwe, and DJ Moore in exchange for Zay Flowers and AJ Brown. I think you got to go Zay Flowers and AJ Brown. Yeah.
God, imagine looking at this set of rankings before the season, like where they're all ranked. That would be crazy. Thinking about it, but yeah, let's go and Zay and AJ Brown there. Start sit question.
Yeah, quarterback, CJ Stroud. I mean, Jackson Dart's not starting, so like, that's
you got to go CJ there. Running back, Derrick Henry.
Warren versus Pollard's close too.
What about Connor?
Connors can go above both. Connors can go above both. I'm just assuming for a flex option.
Okay, T-Mac, Evans or Higgins. Evans probably. Tight end McBride, flex. Higgins is going to be one of them. And
now this goes back to it. I think Jalen Moore versus Pollard's so close to me.
I'd probably roll with Pollard there against the Colts. Like, I feel like that's an exploitable run defense, and he's getting a huge workload.
Pollard 22, Warren at 24. So I agree with you, but Warren against New England, man, like I think he might catch the 6 passes in that game.
Yeah,
it's close. Like, honestly, it is.
I don't think it is. I think that Pollard's workload's better. Gainwell's getting too much work for that to be
22 versus 24 for me. 22 versus 24. But yeah, no, I do have Pollard ranked higher.
Parlay Poppy. This is kind of an elite name for what it's worth.
No Burrow, yet you were able to get a Dak, so we love that.
Shout out. Worthy Packers injuries. Not really sure which wide receivers to play. I'm 0-2 and I need a W. Okay, so we gotta lock in here. So Higgins is going to be in your lineup. Sutton is probably going to be your second.
Pearsall.
Yeah, I think you can't go with Worthy given the options that you have personally. And then at running back, I mean, here's the thing though. You have a pivot option. If Worthy doesn't play, you can play Scattaboo. Same game.
Honestly, God, I think I just need that.
Yeah, I think that's what you got to roll.
Not a good enough option otherwise.
Yeah, like otherwise you're going to be playing Diggs or Dobbs.
Yeah,
like
and Scattaboo did lead the backfield in touches.
He did. Yeah, I don't think it's a significant. Like I would rather hold out hope that Worthy plays. I think than just play Diggs and hope for my triple condom play.
Yep, agree with you.
But yeah, that's an interesting discussion for sure. JJ.
Hey, also, dude. By the way, report just came out from Rappaport. TNF pregame show. Dolphins owner Stephen Ross plans to be patient despite a slow start for the team and Mike McDaniel, aka if they get blown out tonight, he's totally canned.
Patient. Oh, because we got the patient report. Is that
they're gonna be patient with Mike McDaniel, aka if Buffalo wins this game like 38-7, he's fucking getting canned.
Yeah, I mean, as someone who laid some currency on the Dolphins covering 12.5, which may be the dumbest fucking decision of my life. I tend to.
Why would you put yourself through that?
I don't know, but I tend to think the game will be competitive personally, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't want to put money on that.
I don't either, but I did it anyways. T. Higgins and RJ Harvey for Chase Brown. I mean, I have Higgins and Chase back like pretty much same tier in terms of overall rank rest of season. So I think it's kind of a free RJ Harvey here.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Maybe I should move Higgins down more, but call me crazy. I just think that Jake Browning's decent enough to make him 80% of what he was before.
Roman Adunes.
Yeah, this is Jesus. How are you getting Romo Dunze for this? Romo, I just called him. Hey, that's why you like Romo Dunze, is because he sounds like Romo.
Free Roman. Greg Roman.
Preston W11
Jefferson
here.
Side.
Jefferson and Hampton. Yeah, I think you got to roll with those guys as much as Devontae is fun.
Gobble from Quick Six next.
Quick Six. Would you do this deal as is or Golden over Luther Burden? Okay, this is Dynasty 2 quarterback. So
he'd be giving up Herbert, Nico, and DJ Moore for.
I think Herbert and Nick's cancel out, right? Give or take.
Give or take, yeah. And then
I had Nick's way higher before, but now that Herbert's playing the way he is, I think I'd probably actually prefer Herbert, but it'd probably be close.
I think I like the package here.
Odunze, Downs, and Burden.
Odunze and Nico have to be fucking close in Dynasty now.
I take Odunze straight up, to be honest with you.
I think once I
re-update my Dynasty rankings, I think I would take Odunze straight up.
I think that's reasonable.
And then like Colin's gonna be like, let's see what happens this week. I'm not going to overreact too much.
Yeah, again, it's far more pro Odunze than negative Collins. Like Odunze literally just looks like a
23-year-old receiver who's fucking breaking out right now.
Like Odunze, when it's all said and done, like what's stopping him from being like a top 5 wide receiver in Dynasty if he keeps doing what he's doing?
If you had a startup today obviously, I'm not going to ask you where you would take him because I know it'd probably be higher than market. Where would the market take Odunze if there was a startup happening right now?
Mid-third.
Mid-third? I think he would go higher than that, dude. I think he'd be like a 2-3 turn pick.
But that was like a tentative guess. I would take him in the mid-2.
Yeah. Worst rookie draft take from this year so far? What's our worst rookie draft take from this year so far?
It's way too early to say.
But like, if we had to say one, probably Caleb Johnson being
Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson's an easy one.
Caleb Johnson being over like Jackson Dart and I didn't take him over Warren or Loveland, but who like it's not like anybody he went over is really performing well though.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I mean, people pipivoted. Yeah, Hunter.
We're not doing that.
Travis has got to be at least for the time being a bad rookie draft take. But it's not like Hampton is doing anything. Who was going right after him?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, for actual talented players, I guess, Caleb, you got to prove to me that you are because I thought you were, but apparently that might just be Iowa because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. You got to prove to me that you're actually a good fucking player. Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed at myself for actually liking you. Caleb Johnson, can you fucking wake up, brother?
Yeah, Caleb Johnson is he's bordering on like Zach Evans territory pretty soon, bro.
Yeah, that's a crazy all caps.
I would say, gun to my head right now, even knowing it's only 2 games, I would take Tedero McMillan over Travis Hunter in Dynasty. And I think it would be take lock to say otherwise.
I wouldn't.
Really?
Why would it
take
be
Hunter over Tedero McMillan?
Yeah, why would it be take lock?
Well, because McMillan looked the part more so than Hunter, and it was close. I guess for me, it was back-to-back in my Dynasty wide receiver rankings.
Let me at least see what it looks like when fucking Travis Hunter isn't running the Wandale route tree from last year. Like, that's the only thing I'm saying. I think it's fair to prefer McMillan. I'm not saying you're outrageous to do so. It's just for where I was at compared to the market on Hunter, no, 2 games isn't going to affect that. Tucker, you're like one more all caps comment away from a little 5-minute timeout. I'd watch what you type next. Choose wisely.
You would still, if we had a rookie draft now, you would still take Travis Hunter 102.
I would still take Travis Hunter 102.
Okay, that's fair.
He was in a tier with Genty
102, I think, because
that's reasonable.
Dude, so it's not like I would even take Hampton over Hunter.
He's reasonable. It's totally reasonable. I'm just saying, like, he was literally in a tier with Genty for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, are we gonna lower Genty? He's looked like shit.
Has your opinion? Yeah, he has looked like shit. Has your opinion of Cam Ward changed at all?
No.
From a Dynasty perspective, mine has. I think he's been better than I expected through 2 games.
I mean, I liked him more than you.
You did, but like relative to like Bo Nix last year, like Cam Ward through 2 games, considering who he's played and the circumstances he's gone up against, Rams on the road, Broncos on the road, I've actually been quite impressed with Cam Ward. I would say he's kind of moved up in my mind a little bit.
With that being said, I need the Colts to wax them Sunday. Holy fuck, I can't even speak.
Yeah, I think the Colts might.
I need a couple picks.
Our Colts, you might say.
This is our Colts.
This is our Colts. Dude, I'm going to be singing the song this year, dude. If Daniel Jones wins me some fucking bands. By the way, my Great Dane teams that I drafted in Chicago is an 7-entry max. I'm advancing 5 of them. Sorry, 5 of them.
Not bad.
It was a really small field tournament though, so you only need to finish top 4 out of 12 to advance. But I'm advancing 5 of 7 Great Danes, which feels pretty good.
Yeah, please tell me you saw Mason in his fucking announcement of his engagement with the Quentin Johnson.
Oh yeah,
picture.
I commented on it. I was like, best thing about this is that Team Unk is 2-0.
Dude, fucking it's just like people were like taking it serious, like, oh, how could you have QJ in an engagement post? Like, dude, that's Mason. Like, that's what he was gonna do all the time. Come on.
Yeah. I know people were like, oh my God, my girl would kill me. It's like his girl didn't see that.
Yeah.
She's not on fantasy Twitter, guys. Come on now.
He's not showing her that.
Yeah. Did I win this trade? Okay. So it looks like he already made this deal. Redraft, start 7. Trey McBride, start 7. That's going to be a huge option there. Trey McBride is going to be a huge needle mover in this deal because it's a start 7. DeAndre Swift and Pacheco more or less.
McBride side. It's a lot of fucking noise in Trey McBride.
I mean, Higgins is valuable for sure, but I would take Trey McBride.
Yeah, and I mean, Bill is really solid.
I will send you guys a Daniel Jones jersey if the Colts win the division in a playoff game. Okay, you got to first of all, you got to send me a jersey because I'm the one who fucking believed in the guy.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones being the guy that wins me cash on Underdog was not on my bingo card, although I hope it is. Chase Brown, Rashee Rice for Zay Flowers, Kenneth Walker. I mean, I love the prospect of Rashee Rice, but you got to go with Zay Flowers and Kenneth Walker at this point in time, I think.
For sure. Kenneth Walker and Zay Flowers, yeah.
G. Fisher, Lamar, Trevion, Lamb.
Sedarian. Like what?
Yeah,
You're upgrading everywhere. Just go to the next.
Yeah, this is, you got sent a god awful deal in your inbox.
Yo,
that's what this was.
This guy must think you're dumb as bricks.
Yeah, what the hell? You're downgrading on literally everything pretty much, except for, yes, I guess you're getting a better
This guy might think that you're missing a couple brain cells.
Yeah, the sand that Nathan was eating in the clip in the Flock League last year, that's that guy. 615 fits here. Wide receiver, McMillan for sure. And then you're going to be going Igbuka if he's healthy, probably. And if he's not, Bill, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill's here. I didn't even see Bill. Yeah, Bill.
You going to go Bill over Igbuka or just Igbuka if he's healthy?
I mean, with no Daniels, I think you got to take Igbuka if he's healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I didn't see Bill at first.
Just a worm. Shout out. Just a worm sounds like a sexual innuendo. Chris Olave versus Kincaid versus Stevenson. Yeah, I'm going Olave as the first option here. Stevenson versus Coleman and Wandale and those guys.
I have Wandale the highest. I think until he shows me that this is just fake, which it probably is. Dude, even in the Wandale game, he had 6 targets and he had 6 for 55.
This just feels like you sucking yourself off for having him in the Flock League, if I'm being completely honest with you.
But he's the wide receiver 8 in fantasy.
He's still fucking Wandale Robinson.
He's the wide receiver 8 in fantasy. You say I'm delusional for saying he's a top 40 receiver this week?
I'm not saying you're delusional. I'm saying that he's not a better play than Coleman or Stevenson.
I think he is.
Dude, you watch the Miami Dolphins play football, right?
Correct.
On defense.
They're all 3 are great plays. You think I'm delusional for saying the wide receiver 8 in fantasy is a solid start?
Dylan's
Why is it biased?
You are biased, dude. If Wandale wasn't on your team, he'd be wide receiver 59 in your weekly rankings.
He's the wide receiver 8 in fantasy. Why is it so bad having a wide receiver?
Condoms now, Danny.
He's wide receiver 8 in fantasy. Why is it outrageous to have him at wide receiver 40 this week?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, facts. Now, he's changed his mind a little bit on Travis Hunter. It's because Wandale is Hunter's upside case.
Oh my God. I mean, dude, I'm convinced that Travis Hunter and Wandale had a Freaky Friday situation coming into the year.
Also, Arthur, Bill's gonna have to blow me away for me to change my mind. He's not good. I don't give a shit what anyone says. He's not.
How do you know he's not good? How do you know? How do you know that? Everything report we've heard has been contrary.
The team doesn't want to give him a full workload already, dude. He would be the starter if he was good.
Says who? Maybe they like Eckler, team leader, locker room guy.
Jeremy McNichols with 55% of the snaps this week, man.
But how are they not going to start the guy who played COD with Ladd?
Oh God. This is obviously Baker, and you don't need to roster in a 10 team start 9. Justin Fields and JJ could ride the waiver wire for all I'm concerned.
Yeah. You're telling me you're rostering 3 quarterbacks and 2 are hurt and a 10 team start 9. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, bro? And one of them literally can't play football as well. JJ,
relax, take it easy. Come on.
Okay,
go blue. Come on.
Here, week 2 overreaction time. JJ McCarthy's gonna be a bust, dude. I've seen him.
Relax.
He's gonna be a bust.
He's gonna rest until week 6, so maybe he's good by that.
Obviously, I'll admit if I was wrong. You guys can come back to the stream. JJ McCarthy's a star. I will take my lumps. But he had a full year to sit. He should look better than he did in those. It's not like his first 2 games ever. He had a full year to sit and learn behind.
Bro, he's a little rusty. He's fine. Anyways,
I think he sucks, man. I think he might suck.
Go to fucking running back.
I'm not rage baiting you, I swear. I actually just think he sucks. If I was in Dynasty right now and someone was looking to buy low on him, I would sell him.
I'm not rage baiting you. Proceeds to repeatedly talk about the Michigan quarterback saying
this is a legitimate, real take. I'm not rage baiting you. I actually think he sucks.
It's 2 games into his career.
Well,
give him a little bit of empathy.
On Anthony Richardson here.
Give him a little bit of empathy is all I'm asking.
I saw enough with Anthony Richardson too. I was like, this guy sucks.
It's all I'm asking. Just a little bit of empathy. Just let him cook. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
He probably does suck. Let him try not to suck.
Okay, let me ask you this, Danny. Someone offers you a mid to late projected first for JJ McCarthy and Dynasty right
Yes,
now.
you
Are you
take
taking it?
Yes, you take it. Of course, he
What did
looks
I
like he
sell him
sucks right
for?
now.
Hold on. I want to just really quick side note because we don't have that many questions left. I sold him in our flocked up league, and I just am curious what the hell I got for him. Was it? No. What did I sell him for? Hold on. Flocked up. Who has him on the team? Okay, I will look this up on my own time. But Jameson Williams, Ricky Pearsall Neighbors, obviously in your lineup. Tyler Warren or Tucker Kraft. I would start Warren. Both are not practicing at the moment, but Kraft and him are basically a toss-up. Like the fact that you have both of them, I would probably suggest selling one of the two of them. Flex Jameson Williams.
I love JMO this week,
over Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt because we don't start backup running backs. Yeah. Any other changes you would make?
Having Kraft, Pearsall, and those guys on the bench is kind of crazy.
Yeah, make some consolidation moves. Take Bill, who's not good, and pair him with Pearsall or Kraft.
He's good, man. Come on. He's good.
I'm man enough to admit if I'm wrong. If Bill comes out in these next couple of weeks and fucking scorches my ass, I will say I was dead wrong about this dude. But I would be selling his ass like.
What could he possibly have done to make you think he sucks?
Be a 7th round running back who had like fucking 200 rushing yards in 5 years in college?
Dude, what are you talking about? He wasn't even eligible his final year.
What about the other 4 seasons, Danny?
He was very efficient.
On one game.
He was very efficient.
I don't know, dude. I just don't get it. I don't get it with Bill. I don't get it. He looks like every other decent college running back to me.
You just got to watch him. You got to watch the tape.
Arthur, you think I'm actually enough of a fan of Texas to fucking care about this? Like, I'm the biggest casual of all time.
He had fucking 1,200 yards at New Mexico, bro. What?
Okay, New Mexico. Congrats.
It's 17 touchdowns.
Like, Kamani Vidal had a sick year at fucking Troy, dude. Are we excited about him?
He was averaging 8.2 yards per carry before he got ruled out for the year. Give him
one game.
Credit. Give him some credit, bro.
No, I'm not giving him any credit.
Bill
is going to have to show me that he's good before I believe it.
Dude, give him a little bit of credit. He might be pretty good. Also, I love how he was eligible for his revenge game against New Mexico and then wasn't eligible for the rest of the season. He got to kick the shit out of his old team and then didn't play the rest of the year.
No new UNM slander.
But like Arthur, the fact that you guys had Ja'Cory, he left, went to Arizona, ended up getting suspended for the rest of the year, but before he gets suspended, fucking
also probably
beat you guys to a pulp. No, it's because of the
I actually don't have any idea why he was suspended, to be honest.
It was because of the transfer.
I see.
He got ruled ineligible.
Go watch the Senior Bowl casual. He was MVP. I'm sorry, wasn't Jack Besh the MVP of the Senior Bowl?
Shrine Bowl.
Was it the Shrine Bowl that he was the MVP of?
One of them was Shrine Bowl. One of them was Senior.
Yeah, Jack Besh was the MVP of the Senior Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me take a look.
Yeah. Anyways, this was Pierre's question for what it's worth.
East West Shrine Bowl. East West Shrine Bowl, offensive MVP, 97 and 2 tugs.
True. This was Pierre's question, by the way, and he said he thought he made a mistake. I think you did everything fine here, Pierre. So I think you should be good, and your team is absolutely goated. Go make some consolidation moves. Get rid of Bill because he stinks.
No, he doesn't stink. He's awesome.
Damn it. I'm going to have to log out and log back in again.
Dude, they probably heard you talking shit about Bill and tried to log you out.
Again, I will be the first one to admit if I'm wrong about this guy, but I think he stinks.
Dude, you haven't seen remotely enough to make that concrete.
I have seen enough on his college film to say that he stinks. That's where I'm getting the information from.
He's averaging 7.1 yards per carry right now. Like, let him just get some carries and see what happens.
I'm making the judgment that when people don't see him produce well, because he won't, then he'll lose value. I think he's at peak value right now.
Just let him not produce well then. If you're gonna say he sucks, you can say he's overvalued on the market. That's okay. You're saying he sucks.
I think that we haven't peak value and he's overvalued on the market because I don't think he's a good player. So that's why I would sell him.
So you think he won't do good with the opportunity? You can't concretely say he sucks until he actually goes.
You're right. I can't. I think that he sucks. I can't concretely say that JJ McCarthy sucks either, but I think that he sucks.
There you go. He's the GOAT.
He's not the GOAT. He is the WOAT.
Come on. Don't do that to him. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs side.
Pretty
Come on.
nice.
I
Offense.
mean,
two quarterback.
two quarterback. Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Two quarterback league. Two
quarterbacks. I thought that was a one quarterback league for a second.
All right, tight end. Holy shit! This is
Tucker Kraft
league. So yeah, it could be Tucker. If Tucker doesn't play for whatever reason, you roll with K-Dot.
Yeah, Tucker Kraft, mac and cheese.
Flex.
Connor.
Connor. Is there any other receivers that make sense? Yeah, just probably Connor.
Definitely not Tank Dell.
And yeah, guy stinks.
Do you go Henderson here?
No, I would start Josh Downs or Pittman before I started Henderson, I think.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, good point.
Which receiver would you start of the two of them? I'd probably go with Downs, given that LJ Snead's supposed to shadow cover him. Pittman.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go Pittman because I'm getting a full.
People hate Josh Downs. I just don't get it. I don't get why he's on half the waiver wires of the team reviews that we do. Like, why does everyone hate Josh Downs?
Dude.
Everybody hates Josh.
Chase Brown for free. Sure.
What's up? Should I trade Chase Brown to upgrade my wide receivers? Okay. So I guess he's asking any suggestions on who you should trade him for. Okay. So first off, I want to see.
Probably not the best idea to sell Chase Brown right now.
Exactly. So what I would rather do, to be honest with you, is sell Devon Achane.
Dude, look who's Josh Downs, Dylan Sampson, Colson Loveland, all available on the wire. Like Aaron Jones is on the fucking waiver wire, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, drop Cedric Tillman for Josh Downs ASAP.
Jaden Reed.
I mean, I actually would rather have Harold Fannin than Colson Loveland right now.
Tight end 10 rest of the season. Oh wait.
Yeah, dude. He's been really good. I would love to stash Colston Loveland, though. I think he's a better stash than Jaden Reed, for example. So even if you have to roster 3 tight ends for a couple of games, I'm fine doing it. And then maybe you can drop somebody later. Maybe try and trade TJ Hawkinson because he stinks.
Dude, just add a random receiver plus Chase Brown and see if you can upgrade.
Yeah. Let's.
Can you get?
This isn't a team review, but I'm just briefly looking here. Can I find?
I wouldn't do it for AJ Brown.
No, I'm trying to find a guy who needs a running back. Would you trade Devon Achane straight for Nico Collins to this guy?
I would try to do the deal that he was saying, Chase Brown plus a wide receiver piece to try to consolidate into a Nico.
Well, my thought process is I'd rather hold Chase Brown because I think he's undervalued right now. So if I could just swap Devon Achane for an elite receiver, I would probably just do that. Like this guy has Amari Hampton and Jalen Warren. Go see if you can get Justin Jefferson from him with Devon Achane. That's exactly what I would do. If
you want to, go nuts. But overall, I think you're in a good spot. Go try to get one of those top end wide receivers. Amon St. Brown plus DK Metcalf for Ashton Genty. I mean,
I have St. Brown over Genty straight up, so it's a free Metcalf.
I'm not sure who to grab for a fair trade. Only 2 players I was keen on. Thoughts to balance out my team. Okay, so he's asking what else does he need to give up with Genty to get Amon-Ra and DK? Let's take a look. So I mean, we prefer Amon-Ra to Genty rest of the season.
So I would be willing to give up Worthy, to be honest with you.
Easily.
I do Genty and Worthy for St. Brown and
easily. Even if you have to throw in a third piece and then you pick up a free Colston Loveland, go do that.
Yeah.
Also, dude, go drop fucking Pat Freiermuth for Colston Loveland.
The fact that Pat Freiermuth is being rostered over Colston Loveland here is pretty crazy. I'll give Danny that.
What the fuck?
Colston Loveland was he? I didn't watch, but did you in your waiver video? Did you say make sure that Colston Loveland is rostered?
I think so.
Because that would have been the first guy that I thought of. But anyways, yeah.
Dude, why do people just fucking instant gratification ruining our fucking society?
It is ruining our society. Slim Savage show here. Travis Etienne for Garrett Wilson. I do prefer Travis slightly. Do you have an objection there?
Travis was let me see where I have them both. Rest of the season, I have Garrett Wilson. Sorry, I have to go to overalls. I have Garrett Wilson at 38 overall, Etienne at 40.
So you do prefer Wilson then?
I mean, by 2 spots, but if you need a running back, I think it's perfectly reasonable. They're in the same tier.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. Sorry, I need to find who has JJ McCarthy. This is really bothering me.
Also, Also, what time do you want to go till? Because we also have the fucking meeting after this.
Yeah. And I'm like starving, so
I
don't want to do the team reviews. If anybody has any other questions to send in last minute, we will go for another 8 minutes till 7:45 Eastern. So if anybody wants to send in any more questions on the site, we'll get to those.
I haven't eaten, dude. I'm fucking starving.
I know I'm starving as well. I'm trying to find who traded for JJ McCarthy from me. I literally can't find this.
What league?
Flocked up. I'm literally looking at everybody's. Okay, it was stop the count. Which is who? Gleason. Gleason traded for JJ McCarthy for me. What did he give me in this trade? I'm very curious to find out. Where the hell is JJ on his roster? JJ, where are you, sir? Can't find his fucking stupid ass mug. Am I blind? Am I looking at the wrong side of this fucking deal? JJ McCarthy. There we go. History. JJ McCarthy acquired for a 2025 first rounder. Am I thinking of the wrong league where I traded him? I drafted JJ. I know I fucking drafted this guy in this league.
Sorry, what league?
Flocked up.
Oh, flocked up. Do I have him in that league or no?
No, I guess I got a 2025 first for him. Was the deal that I made. That can't be right though.
Where's flocked up? I don't even see it in my fucking things. Oh, it's a light blue. Also, bro,
maybe it was Flock Me Silly that maybe it was Flock Me Silly that I traded him.
Also, you see I'm projected for 196 points in fucking Dunks Under Truthers this week against you?
Well, that's fun.
Dude, you're second place in the league, second most points, 2-0, and I'm projected to beat you by 33.
Yeah, your team's kind of good. I can't lie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Brolo has JJ McCarthy. Where did I trade JJ? Like, what league was this? I fleeced somebody getting rid of JJ before the season. I just can't remember what league it was. It's in too many leagues.
Not too sure, brother.
Oh, here it is. Okay. I didn't fleece him, I guess, now that I look at the trade. I traded JJ McCarthy for Tua Tagovailoa and a third. That's what I traded him for.
I would still take JJ McCarthy.
I would rather have Tua, to be honest with you. I'd rather have Tua.
The way you were saying that, I thought it was about to be like
So the reason I thought I fleeced somebody is because I thought I got JSN for JJ McCarthy is what I thought happened. But that is not what happened.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Okay. We look like we are good to go here on questions. Again, if anybody submits a question last minute, we will get to it. We're going to go for 5 more minutes. If you have specifically, if you guys want to type in, who do you want to know about? We'll have some quick conversation, some quick dialogue for 5 more minutes on plays and players this week. Try and pick somebody ideally that applies to a lot of people listening so we can just have conversations that help a lot of people. Just let us know in the chat, who are you worried about? Who do you want to know about this week? Of course, all of our rankings for weekly stuff is up to date. So if you guys want to just quickly get a start sit question answered, you can head to our weekly rankings. The answer will be there. And of course, our rest of season rankings are up to date. And this weekend, I'm going to make sure my Dynasty rankings are up to date. And going into next week, we'll have our trade value chart up to date as well. Keon over under tonight. I mean, I like him to probably go higher on whatever his receiving yards total is, just because
Miami can't cover a nosebleed.
And speaking of, actually, while we have 5 minutes to spare here, if you guys want to tail some picks tonight, Jalen Waddle lower than 9.65 fantasy points. I like that one because he's coming into the game banged up. He could re-aggravate that injury, and the Bills are allowing bottom 5 passing yards to opposing defenses. Dalton Kincaid higher than 33.5 receiving yards. They're pretty weak against over-the-middle coverage. They play a lot of cover too, so I like Dalton Kincaid to catch a couple passes in this one. Devon Achane higher than 54.5 rushing yards. A lot of people are going to want to play this through the receiving yards given the game script, but Devon Achane 10 to 12 carries against this defense that allows 4.5.
No Ed Oliver.
What's up?
No Ed Oliver.
Yeah, no Ed Oliver, no Matt Milano either. I think Devon Achane can get this in 1 carry, let alone the 10 to 12, 13, 14 carries that he gets. Plus, I kind of like the Dolphins to keep this one close. And then Ty Johnson, this one's sketchy because if the game gets out of hand, he'll probably get some garbage time carries, but he only gets like 2 carries a game on average since he's been a Bill. So taking the lower on 12.5 rushing yards just feels like a plus EV play, given that he doesn't get a lot of carries.
For sure. My picks here, very simple. It's just the rushing projections. Devon Achane and James Cook, both running backs to score in this game. James Cook, I believe 21 touchdowns in his last 18 games played. With Devon Achane, with Tua Tagovailoa, 13 touchdowns in the last 13 games with Tua. On top of that, 8 of those 14 in his last 14 touchdowns scored, 8 of them have come through the air. The one main question mark I would say with Devon Achane would be the implied total. But I'm just trusting the trend, man. Like, he scores touchdowns when Tua Tagovailoa is active. And if they score 19 points, I'm banking on the fact that Devon Achane gets over the line for one of them.
Yeah, no, I agree. And Will mentions in your video you posted, you said receiving yards. Yeah, I misspoke in my TikTok, my short, my Instagram post. It said rushing yards on the screen while I was talking about it, and all the analysis I was giving was rushing yards related. I just accidentally said receiving yards in the video. But yeah, it was
I'm
rushing
used to
yards the whole
misspeaking.
time.
I'm used to misspeaking. Don't worry.
Yeah, Danny knows.
That's a
Danny
me
knows
thing.
the vibe.
Yeah, that's a me thing.
Injury updates: Igbuka, BTJ, Tyler Warren. I think Warren should be okay. Igbuka, we got to monitor Friday's injury report. BTJ pop up on the injury report today?
I mean, with the wrist, I'm assuming he's asking.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. But Igbuka, I'm actually legit concerned about. A couple other questions here. Kamara rest of season, top 15 to 18 running back, especially the way that the Saints offense is operating. I think you could make the argument that Spencer Rattler's been much better than we expected the Saints quarterback position to be this year.
Dude, well, that's the thing. I tried to sell high on Rattler in a couple leagues, Dynasty leagues. People still aren't buying, but what I was trying to do is send Kyler Murray plus Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler. Kyler Murray, Spencer Rattler, and QJ for like a slight upgrade at quarterback, like a Jordan Love type or somebody in that type of tier, plus a 2. That's what I was trying to swing in a couple leagues. People are just so anti-Kyler right now. Like, it's actually like, I probably should have thought about that a little bit more when I made that move with David, but like, I thought I'd be able to flip Kyler, and dude, people do not want.
People hate Kyler right now, dude.
It's wild.
Baker, Gotham rolling Baker there.
Baker. And I'm not even a big Kyler guy, but like, dude, like for the price, it felt like, especially given the context of my team, I'm not competing. I basically traded Judkins for a 1 and a 3 and Kyler for Dak. And it's like, maybe if I was competing, I would take Dak. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, given the fact that my team is literally like vying for last place, like I'm trying to get the first pick, I'm just getting a few years younger.
Tucker, finally a good take. That's crazy. Elk and penne pasta. I don't know what's for dinner. I not to expose Maria here, but she did mention that she would bring me dinner during the stream, and the stream's done and I don't have dinner currently. So I'm not sure if she just saved it for me downstairs or what's going on here, but I am supposed to be having a Mexican turkey bowl.
The funniest by far. Also, most obvious fucking take of all time. Like, I know you like AJ Brown, but I just see a random take from the footballers 4 hours ago. It's like, I would trade AJ Brown for JSN. Yeah, I would trade fucking 4-inch cock for an 8-inch one. What are you talking about? Like, what are we talking about here? I would trade AJ Brown for JSN. Like, I'm sure you would.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Yeah, you remember the tweet a while ago that was like, I can't believe people actually think Steph Curry's a bad shooter. It's like, well, who's saying this?
It's like, what are we talking about here? That's not remotely on the table. That's
crazy. But yeah, if you guys want to tail some of our picks, of course, head on over to Underdog. Use the code FSE. New customers can play $5 on Underdog for tonight's game and get $50 in bonus cash. And you will also get a gimme pick. And as you notice in Danny's entry, there's a 75% profit boost on it. Not sure if that's just for us because we suck at this and we haven't hit an entry in a little bit, or if everybody has a profit boost in their thing. I did hit one on the weekend. I hit a flex entry, so we're on the board.
I believe in this one, by the way. Like, I feel good. I'm trusting the guys tonight. Also, would you think, Corey, we're starting week 3? You know, the one pick'em that I've hit, because the ones that I made TikToks on, like we could talk about it. Like, I've not been great. I mean, like we haven't been hitting too well on the.
No, we've been stinking it up.
But the one pick'em that I fucking hit was like a 9x that I made going into week 1 while we were in Texas for the Cowboys-Eagles game. I had a random freaking pick'em parlay or pick'em.
Yeah, I know. I remember you hit that, and you were like, I guess I just hit this randomly.
Yeah. It's like a $250 hit or some bullshit too. Like,
yeah, Fatal Hornet has Judkins and Bowers for Benson, Debo, and Stroud. Redraft Bowers quarterback. What the hell is? How are you getting Bowers for this?
Are they trying to? Are you trying to rip somebody off?
Yeah, also, this is a throw and a half. I mean, if this is an offer, I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself. Yeah. Frankly,
no, I'm blocking your number if you send that in my inbox.
Yeah. Also, I'm sorry. I have to share the story, Danny. I have to share the story. So Danny texts me earlier today and he goes, dude, why isn't Badake answering his phone? And I'm like, my first thought is, okay, I should probably Google what time it is in Sydney, Australia right now.
He still hasn't answered though.
Okay, that I'll give you. But Danny's been texting him all day being like, Hey, let me know, brother. Hey,
he told me he would let me know before the game. It doesn't look like he's going to.
I look at the times in which these texts have occurred. It's like 4 a.m. Sydney, Australia time, and Danny's just pestering Badake overnight. Dude, you got to try to do this trade. I was laughing my ass off, dude. I'm like, Danny, how do you not know that like the time in Sydney is overnight right now?
Yeah, but the last message I got from him was, we going back and forth, but they are sleeping now, I would imagine, trying to pull the trigger before Thursday Night Football. And I said, sounds good then, no worries. Let me know.
What time was that at, though?
It was at 7:59 a.m. we were texting.
Okay, that's about 11 p.m. Sydney time, give or take.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
8 a.m.? It's about 11, because I hopped on a call with Badake at 7:30 the one morning. He said it was close to 11 o'clock.
I didn't know that then. Fair enough. He's definitely been sleeping since then.
That's why I was laughing, dude.
Even still, he is not going to let me know before the kickoff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but it's like 10 a.m. right now for him, so he should be awake.
Fair enough.
But the funniest part to me was that you were texting him at like 2 p.m. Hey, let me know about this. I'm like, brother, it was like 4 a.m. when you were texting him that.
I would keep it a stack. I just messaged on my timing. Good morning.
Someone called Danny a narcissist in our last Flock League vlog, and that's the type of shit that gets you there.
Yeah. Also, bro, I think like subconsciously I said like, yeah, a narcissist like my dad, and somebody commented like, why the fuck did you even say that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like randomly when I made it about words, you again. I make connections. 100%. It was already about me though.
I know it was, but that was the funny part is that you did the relational thing that he called you a narcissist for again in the response.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, this is definitely
Christian all day.
I
gotta fucking eat.
Corey. I'm taking Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, and Devontae Smith. Bucky Irving versus Christian McCaffrey is not that far apart for me. Look at the difference in my rankings: 10 versus 14. Terry McLaurin and Devontae Smith. I mean, Smitty and Evans is like more or less a cancel out when you throw in Montgomery on top of it, and then you get a free McLaurin.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'm taking Bucky here.
Go ahead. I will take McCaffrey. Also, we said 7:45 at the 7:50, so we should.
Well, we got more questions that came in.
Oh, we did. Correct.
Okay. Are we caught up? We are caught up on questions. Narcissism is highly genetic in males. Oh, God. We got therapist Arthur in the chat right now. I will say, Arthur, as a therapist, how many people are actually narcissists? Because I swear to God, every woman I've ever met said that they dated 4 of them. So I think that narcissism is probably like 1% of people, realistically.
I'm like an empathetic narcissist.
Let me see. Narcissism.
Hey, I know Arthur like that, by the way.
You are an empathetic narcissist. That's a good way of describing it. You make everything about yourself when it's not, but then you're also a very empathetic person. So it's kind of an oxymoron.
An empathetic narcissist is the funniest fucking combination.
Narcissism percentage of population. Let's look it up here. 1 to 6%. So I don't think that 99% of women have dated one, unless they're all dating the same guys. It's like 2%. Yeah, they don't report. Yeah, I think that's probably about accurate. Let's say unreported, it's upwards of 6%. But anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, tail those. None of those players are on tonight's game. Yeah, we just answered the comments, even though got at least 69%. All right, tail the entries if you guys want them. Head on over to Underdog, get some picks in for tonight. Use the promo code FSE as always. That is down below there for 50% deposit match up to $1,000. First play gets you $50 in bonus cash as well. And you can tail some of our entries. Good luck tonight. Hopefully the Bills absolutely trounce the Dolphins and Mike McDaniel's out of our lives forever. But yeah, good luck if you got Achane. Hopefully Dalton Kincaid stays a part of T-Monk. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.